Welcome back, Lord Mew. Pick a good nation this time, SMH.
Gamers, hello everybody. How are we doing today? Hope you're all doing well and you're ready for some more Anbennar. All right, because that's what we're up to today. That is the plan. Yes, we're a little bit late from the regular starting time, but to be fair, all I said in the Discord was that it was probably a stream today. I didn't say what time. Hey, I didn't say what time. Yes, I got a haircut. Yes, my bangs are probably still too long, but honestly, it's fine. You know what? We make it work. They're a lot shorter than they were. I'm not sure what this little guy's doing, but it's fine. All right, we're good. Everything is fine and awesome. I'm stalling because I messed up my chat, so I have to remove it again. Okay. Hello, Ledurper, Random Commissar, Faroese, Storm's End, Zarduk, Sal Magnifico, Sergeant Penguin Toaster, Baldric, Fornius, Kiri, Call Me Scythian, Longfellow, Jat King Wan, A Smelly Shoe, Scottish, hello everybody, Amy, hello. I know I do have some
Belated birthday.
Some subs here. Thank you, Maxi Jump, for the 24 months and belated birthday wishes. Appreciate that. Nidius, thank you for the 31 months. Smelly Shoe, thank you for the 40 months. And Amy, thank you for the 44 months. Appreciate all of that. I do. Hydrate or dihydrate right off the bat. You can't believe it's not Greg Tech. Well, I wanted to do another Anbennar run. Been a while since we did that. Wanted to get back to doing one. You just got to LV circuits. Now you don't know what to do. Well, it's actually easy. You start making your way towards MV circuits, and you'll never guess what you do after that. HV circuits, and you just keep going until you die. At least that's what I understand. Red Hawk uploaded an Anbennar video today. Nice. Has the tag been decided for this stream, or is it a surprise to everyone involved? Okay, well, number one, rude to assume that I would not have a plan. Usually you'd be correct, but I do actually have a tag in mind. Thank you very much. All right, I have a part of a plan. I don't even know if all the content's in this tag. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. People have recommended it to me multiple times, so surely it'll be good. Lake Fed run finally. No, it's not Lake Fed. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry that we're not playing the Lake Fed. Okay, I'm glad we're not. Frick that place. Bowl cut is an option. No, it's not. It's not. I even put some product in my hair this morning, but it was not enough to hold back the tide of the hair. It's fine. You know what I could do is I could get a hairpin or something during stream, and we can just pin my hair up, and then I won't have to play with it. Think about it. Pretty good. Bad news, you started playing Dwarf Fortress. You're addicted to those little ASCII guys. Well, number one, that's not bad news. That's great news. I love to hear it. Number two, why are you playing the ASCII version? They got graphics. They got graphics for those dwarves now, and for dwarf babies too. But that's great news. I can't wait to hear about your adventures and how you fled your fortress for the first time. Hey, Uncle Hawk, how you doing? Have I played Lakefed before? Is that the source of animosity, or is it just that the centaurs are opposites? It's because I have played Lakefed before, multiple times, in fact, but I've never actually been able to form the Lakefed through a mix of skill issues and insane bad luck. I have never been able to actually form the Lake Federation, so I don't like them. It's also a lot of sitting around in the early game and not doing much, which is not as fun to do on stream. Compared to someone like the Centaurs, where you're always at war, you're always doing cool things. Lakefed, they're lame. They just sit there. He's seething because he can't figure it out. No, you got to be the right religion. That's literally what it was last time. Is we picked the wrong religion. My bad. Can you ruffle your hair a bit? When it down, you look like nerd emoji. Can I rub? I don't think you understand what I'm dealing with here. Okay. Like, the bangs themselves are just too long. I can go like this. Hold on. If this would make you feel better, I can go like this. It's a great look, really. Wonderful, wonderful look. This, all the kids are having their hair like this these days. It's Nugent Sarai gameplay. Human Horde cracked early game. No, unfortunately for me, I've played Nugent Sarai before, which means we can't really justify playing it again. The only person I can get away with that for is Jad. But I don't think that's too far off of our goal. Stop yapping. Pick tags. It's World Conquest time. What's up with my headphones? Oh, they're super broke. Yeah, they are. They are super broken. They've been broken for months, man. For months. But you know what? It works. And headphones are expensive. So they're just going to stay broken and on my head. Wires intact. Exactly. When the wire breaks, then I'll go and I'll use my wireless earbuds all the time. I don't want to buy a headset, man. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. How much for a new headset? I don't know, because I haven't even looked. Because I'm not interested in buying a new set right now. Because I'm too damn stubborn. No, that's the wrong window to capture. This is the correct window to capture. Follow law time? You're going to hate what I'm about to do. You're going to hate what I was about to close down. Enjoy your follow laws. There you go. You'll buy a new headset if you play Lakefed. Not worth it. Not worth it. I don't want to play in Lakefed. You can't make me go back there. Okay, single player. So, I want to play the guys. The dudes. These guys. Kanji. Kanji. I don't know how to say it correctly. I'll be so real with you. So real with you. But this is who I think we're gonna play, because multiple people recommended it, so obviously it must be good. Isolated from the rest of the world, the Ashen Soul is kept to their plateau for 1,000 years, but new threats have arisen from on their doorstep, and an intruder has stolen into their inner sanctum and purloined the secrets of their power. Descend from the mountaintop, wielding psychic flames as you battle your foes and learn the world of the monks left behind. Gun will know of the power of the Kanji and the blazing herald of a new Northern Raj. Gun? Who? Who the heck's Gun? Is that the area? Is that the region? No. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We'll conquer them all. No yap today? That was some yap. What do you mean? There was some yap there. No Necromancer Centaur? Don't worry. One day. One day. Which one was it again? It's not Black Charge. It's Black Herd. Black Herd is the Centaur Lich. One day. But not today. We're going to play Kanji. Gun is the Nuged Informal. Ah, okay. All right. Well, let's get in there. Let's see what we can do. Kiri, thank you for... No, sorry. Hater, thank you for the 17 months. Appreciate that. Hello, hello. Since our rumbles have content. Yes, it's called burning the world to the ground. What do you mean, do they have content? I don't know, though. I don't know which ones do or don't. Some would say that we have an insignificant past. Well, that's not very nice. Not very cool. Number one, cool flag. It's a pretty good start. Pretty good start. Alright, well, we start off with Rana. That guy. 434, Lawgiver, Indulgent, Kind-Hearted. Our heir is a 542. Intricate Web Weaver. Ruler is 62, so I don't know how much longer they're going to be sticking around here in general. We are the High Lotus Seat, which gives -1 national unrest and 10% all estate influence. Okay, interesting. We are Haramari Administration and Military, so that gives us 5% admin efficiency, -10% idea cost, +1 max promoted culture, 100% vassal force limit contribution, 5% tech cost, -20% institution spread, 0.1 yearly corruption, and -20% ship trade power. Haramari Military, 10% infantry combat ability, 15% shock damage, 10% movement speed, 50% prestige, and army tradition from land battles. We have -0.2 artillery fire. That is brutal. Damn. -1 land leader fire, plus 10% global regiment cost, -30% global supply limit. That is tough. Just a flat -0.2. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. We also have the Great Visvatma. The world's Visvatma is great and righteous. I'm gonna guess that's something to do with this. So we'll come back to that. We make a little bit of money. We are Tech 3. We... National Ideas. -10% advisor cost, +1 monarch admin skill. Eventually we get +1 admin free policies. We get +1 yearly legitimacy, +1 leader shock, 5% mage loyalty, +1 tolerance to the true faith, 10% trade steering, 10% ICA, 15% national manpower, -5% tech cost, -2 national rest. Okay. I'm getting the vibes that we're going to be expanding a little bit here. National unrest reductions, ICA, and national manpower. Admin, yeah. We got them missions. New missions will be unlocked when we do that mission. We gotta get these guys. We gotta deal with them. We gotta bop them on the head. Okay, well, we get special units there. Convoke Id Sarindat. Oh, these are the... Okay, yeah. This is the base game Muslim mechanics. You click the buttons depending on your skills. Yeah. Okay, I will do that. Face... Yeah, we do have face stealers around here. Which, you know, that's super cool. Super cool, just devastation and unrest all the time. Hey, cheaper state maintenance, though. Think about it. Think about it, guys. It's pretty good. Funny. But I'm sure we'll find a way to deal with it. Then we have a religion of high philosophy, which has been overhauled since the last time I played it. I believe. There's been some things that have changed. -20% stab cost, +1 possible advisors, -1% local missionary strength. So we're not good at converting. Visvatma. The metaphysical representation of the order of the world. Visvatma is maintained by the high temples, the great monuments left behind by the high god. Properly maintained temples ensure the world remains in balance and prosperity. If the temples are abandoned or damaged, it portends ruin for the people of Hellas. Yes, I have a feeling we'll have to deal with that. We can move towards Pichka for missionary strength, regiment cost, province war score cost reduction, and culture conversion cost reduction, or Dakana for monthly war exhaustion reduction, cheaper state maintenance, less corruption, and more reform progress growth. Ooh, yeah, we probably want to go for Dakana, honestly. Local is hard to convert. Oh, okay, never mind. So it's just harder for other people to convert us, which I suppose is good. The way you just pronounce Pikcha means pussy in Slavic languages. Well, then I'm gonna guess I'm probably saying it wrong, but I'm not gonna change it. We do have our units here. So we start with Crouching Tigers for our infantry. They have an offensive and defensive shock pip and 2 offensive morale pips, 1 defensive morale pip. So, very good. Haramari of Yanshin and Shanxi have developed a unique fighting style, taking advantage of their impressive physique, agility, and claws, making up for their lack in numbers with skill and relentless training. Focusing on an evasive stance punctuated by sudden aggressive strikes, those who practice the Crouching Tiger school of martial arts make for fearsome opponents. We also have Haramari Stalkers, which I guess these are like stealth cav. They're not cav though; they're just guys. They're just dudes, but they're like stealthy. Those have 2 offensive shock pips. Yeah, those don't seem very good. Well, like, they're good. Don't get me wrong. They have 2 offensive shock pips, but I don't know if I need to build any. I don't know if that's going to be worth it. Then we have our estates. Philosophers, nobility, merchant guilds, adventurers, and mages. We have the 2 buttons under it. Yeah. We can get rid of some corruption. And we can get manpower, which is the same as legalism and mysticism. 40% crown land at start. Great. That means I can get rid of even more things. Or I can give more things and lose more crown land. We do have to go through, though, and check. Do we need crown land for anything anytime soon? No, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. First 3 missions. Well, we need certain things given. But I think we're fine. Renowned or better in conjuration and evocation. Okay. Well, always be casting. Always be casting. Need to give 10% for the mages. Yeah. So we need to grant Spirit Hunters privilege and land grant academies. So land grant academies, yeah, that gives more of that. And then I'm going to guess that it's adventurers that get Spirit Hunters. Yeah, less national tax, but gives -1 national unrest, which honestly isn't bad. So we'll need to build up. Mages will need 30 influence in total there. They're close. They're close. Fave magical in this patch? Well, considering this is the first time I'm playing this patch, I have no idea. I've got no idea. I think we just hand out our mana privileges. Seems to be a good idea. Looks like we're going to be doing a lot of conquering in the early game, so that'll work. Then I guess we want oversight and for now, I think I'm going to give out supremacy over the crown, right of council. Merchant guilds, I'll give free enterprise and enforced interfaith dialogue. Because apparently we're going to be tolerant. So we might just be going with tolerance ideas this game, which is fine. We love being tolerant. So I'll give out development of temples. That gets them up to 48% happiness. Protected burials. Less national manpower, but I'll go ahead and I'll give that out to them. That gets them to 53, which is probably fine. The adventurers will be a little upset, but nothing too bad. And the mages will be also a little upset, but nothing too bad. I suppose I can just give them the caretakers and mage towers. That'll make them happier, which is nice. And we can seize land immediately. We can also just complete the Ashen Soul. We haven't even unpaused. Wow, we cannot see a lot. Okay. The Ashen Soul. In isolation, there is little to do besides cultivate the self, and so the ash-woven Haramari who make up the Ashen Soul quickly turn to cultivation of their innate magical prowess. With an affinity for fire and water woven into their storm gray fur, the monastic order developed a multitude of techniques used to create, control, and destroy their foes. Rumors tell of a way to exterminate face stealers, using the combined power of the Ashen Arts and the cleansing heat of spirit fire. This claim has been tested before and ended with the tragic loss of many Haramari on the edges of the plateau. However, there is still hope. The monks were able to hold their own much longer than the conscripted Rukunai. These rumors may yet hold water, but to confirm them, the Ashen Soul must do what it does best. Think. The event of the Undying Light happens. We gain access to Spirit Fire Monks, a unique shock-based version of the Warrior Monk special unit. Since the founding of Kanji, our small ember of the Undying Flame has warded us against harmful spirits and sheltered us from the cold of the mountains. Now, as we find ourselves threatened by enemies on all sides, scholars and monks have been praying before the flame, hoping for deliverance from that which troubles them. A smaller cohort also huddles around the flame, muttering amongst each other and frantically moving back and forth between a variety of scrolls. These are the Pyre Mages of Kangyuan, a smaller sect of the Ashen Soul specializing in the manipulation of spirit fire. They scribble mysterious schematics onto never-ending sheets of paper until they frantically rush inside the temple with scrolls streaming from their eager arms. For 7 days and 7 nights, the Pyre Mages worked within the temple's walls, isolated from the rest of Kangyuan. When they finally emerged, they carried with them a massive brazier strapped to a shoulder-mounted platform. One of the mages put it on his back, concentrated very hard, and soon spirit fire filled the brazier and flew into his hands with a pink-blue glow. The onlookers cheered. They had finally made spirit fire, which before had required a stationary burner, fully portable. The fight against the face stealers begins today. May the flame burn bright against the soul. Cool. So we've invented... we've invented flamethrowers in 1444. Awesome. Awesome, dude. Super cool. Super cool. Till 1469, we get 20% estate experience modifier, and we can recruit Spirit Fire Monks, which are 25% more expensive, but do 5% more shock damage and a 0.1 infantry shock. Okay. Next missions are to have 1 warrior monk and 3 temples, and we need to own the core of this little guy over here. Okay, so they just want us to take... They're going to want us to take everything that we can see. Is what they're saying. Yeah. We're going to do a world conquest. At least the world that we can see. Well, I still think that we probably want to just hire the novice adventurers here. Worry about hiring the monk later. Who am I going to want to go to war with first? I'd love to go to war with you, but that's a level 3 fort. That's a level 3 fort as well. That's tough. Northern Peak, Southern Shield, and Bozonair areas. I mean, I'll get the claims. I don't disagree that the relics would be good. I do think I'm more inclined to go after blue, though, because I don't want Nugent Sarai to take out blue. Meanwhile, you know, if yellow gets conquered, they get conquered, and then I take them out. Hey, Mortonsalis, how you doing? Plus, this is a salt fort. Okay, that's not really a plus. That's a negative for the guy who has to take it, actually. What's the stuff in the valley are monstrous? These guys are friendly. There must be monsters over here, because these guys are not monsters. You were unreasonably high for Evercold? That's so real. That's so real. We should probably do our button clicks. I said that I wanted to move towards Dakana for that reform progress growth. So that's what I think we're going to do. We'll click this one. And I'll ignore these two for now. Alright. Let's see. What magic do we need to start studying? Summon animals, shock and awe need to be casted at least 1 time. We have no skill whatsoever. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Summon familiars, summon animals. Yeah. Some conjuration is probably the best one to start with, so that we can cast summon familiars. We're playing Kanji. Kanji? I don't know how to say it. These guys. Right here. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and study conjuration. So we'll go for this, and we'll start to work on that. Then we can choose our rivals. I want to rival you. I want to rival you. Everybody has level 3 forts, except for someone. Guess who's the guy that doesn't have a level 3 fort? We are the Rahan religion. We are high philosophy. We are. We've achieved religious unity because we have tolerance, I guess. We have the Ascendant Soul Scholar, so that gives us +1 admin. I mean, I'll take it. Privilege? I mean, I have interfaith dialogue, which increases it by 2. But I'm more interested in the... I might just need to unpause and it'll update. I'm not sure. Okay, we're probably going to go after... It is probably going to end up being the yellow guy first. Let's go there. We'll need to hire a general. Do I want to focus mill? Yes, because my heir has a 2 mill. Okay. Is there anything else I can be kind of working on or towards? They really want me to go to war with these guys. First. The event Burning Question will happen. Ooh. Perfect. Cool. They're going to declare war on us. That's even better. Do we have feudalism? Yes, we do. Let's issue embargoes onto both of them. And we can complete Rise of the Tiger. For 1,200 years, the Kongyuan have served as a bastion of enlightenment in the remote hills of Gazengun. The administrators of Kanji have ruled from their secluded temples, rarely seen among the Rukunai and more secluded regions of the plateau. We had found peace for a time, but all a blaze needs is a single spark, and the name of this spark was Abatai. Posing as a foreign student, Abatai entered the secret archives of Kangyuan and stole off with the knowledge of spirit fire, even taking an ember of the undying flame as he fled. Soon after, Abatai killed a face stealer with his power, and the Runsugi exploded in their adoration for him. This transgression has flung the Ashen Soul into chaos, but they believed it was their sacred duty to bring the face stealers to heel. With Abatai's following growing every day, inaction is no longer acceptable. Sleeping tigers must deign to rise. We get a bunch of permanent claims, get our mana up by 25. Burning Question happens, and they will declare war on us. Who's Abatai? That ain't the person in charge of these guys, right? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we're gonna beat them. Let's get ourselves. Well, actually, we could just turn our heir into a general. I don't hate that. I won't claim he's the best general of all time, but he might do. This spark. Word has come from our borders to the south as fields burn and roads barred. The knights of Hakukulga, who have languished under the yoke of their vile Oni masters, have noticed our growing strength and now seek to put an end to our nation just as we plan to re-enter the wider world. They seek to strike us when they think we're weak and snuff out our light before we eclipse them in our radiance. We will not tolerate those who wish to see us dead. Let them see we still possess teeth. I guess I could have gotten some allies. That would have probably been kind of smart. Okay, this guy's allied this guy, and this guy allied this guy, but he can't call him in unless he gives him a promise of territory. If he does that, we kind of just lose anyway, so what are you going to do? How many troops do we have? 5,000? Okay, we just want to sprint in here. It's a hills fort. Yeah, we want to fight these guys as soon as possible. We don't want to let them build more troops. Ruler of green? Ah, I see. Yikes. I suppose our mercs do have low morale at the moment. I mean, that's rather bad in the grand scheme of things. That we didn't stack wipe them. And the fact that I don't think we're going to get there before the year, or the month tick, we are not. As long as he doesn't call in his ally, we'll be fine. Because he'll just retreat one now. And we should get the wipe, depending on where they go. Yeah, okay. So that should be the war. Should. Should. Keyword. They attack you now? You had to fight the Oni? Oh, that's tough. Oh, they're a tributary of Ajikuma. Yeah, that would be not so fun. That'd be not so fun. Let's start building a spy network up on yellow here. I'm going to go ahead and fully consolidate those troops. We'll hire a warrior monk and a regular unit. I don't know who any of these people are. Okay, so this guy has declared war on green. I mean, that's good for me, because then they'll be busy sieging each other down and not getting too strong, hopefully. I don't care if this area gets unrest. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of rebels this game, no matter what we do. I can cast now summon familiars. So I will do that, so that way we study faster. I think we can speed 5 here as we wait. We can also build a spy network on you. I don't love the idea of having to siege down 2 level 3 mountain forts. That's gonna suck quite a bit. Blessed by Caobao. While Hellas is well known for its focus on good stewardship and the necessity of a strong and honorable bureaucracy, humans are still humans. Haramari are still Haramari. They can and will sometimes be corrupt or greedy, whether due to debts to pay or simply because they crave more and more. The result is the same. The state loses money and standing. However, sometimes we receive help in fighting the eternal sickness called corruption, and it comes from the divine no less. Our administration in Ukherzgau was shocked when the local governor disappeared without a trace. Initially, we suspected that he took off with the local treasury, but the opposite appears to be true. When the new governor inspected the office, he discovered a secret small room filled with hoarded treasure. It seems that the former governor was not acting alone, as within the small room there was a strange shrine with offerings to Caobao, a spirit known to possess people who pray for debt relief and then force them into becoming treasure hoarders. Sadly, what people do not realize is that Caobao takes what it wants randomly, and sometimes it is the literal life of the person who called upon them in the first place, as seems to have happened with the governor. All that remains is a question of what to do with the remaining treasure. I mean, there's no face stealers here. It's Arctic. So I think I'll just take the 1 base tax, which works for me. Cow, if we presume Chinese, more like Sao? Saobao? Works. We're definitely going to be taking some loans here. So let's just go indebted to the merchants. keep us going a little bit longer. Yeah, we've just gotta siege down Mountain Fort. There's no other way around it. We just gotta siege down the Mountain Fort. Face Sealers rise up in purple. I'm seeing those rebels occupy in purple. I'm gonna be declaring war if they decide they don't want to defend. I don't know if they would do that because of rebels, because it doesn't say they have anything occupied. Doesn't seem like it. Unfortunate. There's the siege, though. So the question is, do they want us to conquer this manually? Probably. They give us permanent claims on them. Oh, I need clerical education. Ghosts in the hills. Spirits are a natural part of life within Gozengun, permeating the fabric of many day-to-day activities. The population that live within these lands have a storied history of interaction with spirits, both good and bad. King Yuan and the Haramari within share a different relationship with the spiritual, as the Undying Flame and various other charms they wear ward away spirits from their land, both good and bad. This lack of understanding is a major proponent of the schism within the Kanji. Those who instruct the Rukunai of Levajan faith believe the Haramari do not care to grasp their local ways, and instead sit within their monasteries and study the high philosophy. To begin mending the rift, we must first understand the ghosts that wander the hills. Since its founding as the lotus seat of the Haram Raj, Kanji has stood as a bastion of high philosophy teachings among the frozen peaks of Gozengun. Little have we considered the value of the knowledge that could be learned from the Rukunai. How could these humans, who have little magical prowess, offer us any knowledge that we have not already gleaned? This dismissal led to tensions rising between our two faiths, nearly reaching a schism as we fought with one another. Now, as we descend from the mountains of Kangyuan and spread throughout Gozengun, it's clear that the Rukunai have amassed a significant amount of knowledge pertaining to the spirits that inhabit these lands. Any spiritual presence that tries to approach Kangyuan is warded off by the Undying Flame, and so dealing with the local spirits is a foreign concept to our priests and administrators. Perhaps it is worth trying to bridge the gap between our faiths and mend the centuries of conflict that permeates the two clergies. Maybe then we can finally understand how the Rukunai have lived outside in the wild. You know, the app is technically over by Evercold. What do you think of Evolve mode? Like super briefly, I haven't gone through and like watched the release thing, but from what I understand, it sounds pretty cool. I'm definitely excited. What are face sealers? They're like, I think they're spirits of some kind. The interfaith teachings modifier is upgraded. It now gives -1 local unrest, 10% local tax, -100% local missionary strength, -50% local religious unity contribution, and +4 tolerance of local heathens. Okay, yeah, that sounds great. Can I have this on every tag I play? Can I have this everywhere, please? Thank you. Would appreciate that. You can never have to convert anything ever again. Didn't seem to update. That's because it's up here. Oh, it just has it somewhere. I mean, we have it, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, we need to piece these guys out. So we're gonna go for a full annexation. I'm gonna take your money. Like we could think about vassalizing them or something like that. I need to improve relations with someone in the Kashog area. Courage development Renaissance has been discovered. We can gain 50 support for Renaissance. That's kind of nice. I need to improve it 5 times. We need to build a temple there. Man, we need a lot of money. Yeah, we're just going to annex them. I think it'd be kind of foolish to not do so. This is going to be kind of expensive to core up because it's going to be full states, but that's all right. We have 2 wool provinces, a wine, and a salt. That's now a salt hill. That salt hill is going to have to hold the line quite a bit, I would assume. This level 3 fort makes me nervous. I won't lie. Because I'm going to have a hard time sieging both these forts down. Claim the peaks. Oh! Oh! Interesting. All core provinces owned by me. 2 infantry regiments. Yeah, for sure. Definitely cancel the cores. I don't really have the manpower to be sacrificing people, but... what's a little sacrifice, you know? They die for the cause. For the country, even. They feel blessed to make such sacrifices. You get out of here. I don't want them to take my special troop. Rival you, and we'll rival you. Claim the peaks. In order to move against Abatai, we must first secure our own lands from the probing fingers of Hakukulga. Would-be thieves who have skirmished with us in border disputes for many years. Hakukulga is a nation of opportunists who would seize our land the moment they observe a weakness where they may strike. Beginning a campaign into the desert with them at our flank could lead to a devastating counter-assault of which we cannot defend against. The thorn in our side must be removed, and Hakukulga must be conquered before we press on. We lose some units, but we do get some stuff. And by stuff, I mean cores, which is super nice. Okay, now they want us to go after the guys on the outside. I don't think that's a bad idea. Do need to get rid of this embargo, though. So I'm thinking... Green one is alone. Green one is alone. Green one is alone. I can at least secure these 3 provinces. So I think that's who we go after. We do need to be a little careful because we don't have any other mercenaries. He's dying to the blue guy? Yeah, not if I get there first, though. Not if I'm quick about it. We'll go for Kazakh. No, that's the name of the country. And hey, worst comes to worst, we just punch money out of them. Right? Like, literally, worst comes to worst, we just punch money. Which we need a lot of. For you, thank you for the 37 months. Yes, I do have a haircut. I do. The hair was cut. It was getting a little bit too long for me. I was kind of losing my mind. Kind of losing my mind. Bowl. Yeah. Whatever. It'll grow back and it'll look how it used to within like a week or whatever. It ain't no big deal. Damn, he's gonna get that occupation. Can't take land. That's true. They cannot. We have blocked them off. We have won. That's a victory. Mother thinks it's very precious. Well, I hope so, because she's the one that cut it. So she better think it's good. She better think it's the greatest haircut of all time. But I was visiting my parents, and she said my hair was too long. And I said, okay, well, then you can cut it. Here we are. And you know what? That shit's free. I ain't gonna complain about a free haircut. Ain't no way. They charge you a damn arm and a leg for a haircut these days. I sound older every day. Every time I say something like that, I'm like, damn. I sound like I'm 50 years old. Be prepared to take these and blue pieces out? Yes. That is a good point. Well, the thing is, I don't know. What the hell? Well, didn't expect that. I suppose I should have. Oh, we are going to get dogpiled. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. I think the worst part about this is there's not much that I can do to them, right? Like, I could take their land, but all that does is open me up to getting attacked by the command. Like it's literally death if I decide to take anything of theirs. Feels pretty bad. Vassalize command side quest, real. Okay, except they have decent defensiveness in here, so it's not like going in and just occupying them real quick. It's another level 3 fort. When am I gonna get my special cannon unit? Oh, I'm so scared about war magic. I'm so scared about war magic, dude. Mage of Renown, I will take the half price advisor. You take 2 provinces, you border the command. Ugh. You can take the gold mine. The gold mine's super far away. What are we playing? We're playing Kanji, and yes, they do have a mission tree. Most of the time, I just play countries that have mission trees. Sometimes we don't, but most of the time we do. Also, I don't have that much manpower, and again, we don't have access to other mercenaries. The good news is this is a salt fort. So, hopefully they sit on it for a long time and waste all their manpower. We are Haramari, so we don't have to be as worried, but they are more... If the fort can hold off until we get Tech 4, we'll be in a good spot. Can you become a tributary? Who do you think I am? You think I'm some kind of coward or something? Ain't no way. I'd rather die than bend the knee. Okay, I want max money. I'd have to give up 30 ducats. Do I really want to take all this? Yes, I do. But I really do want money. I do. I do. I'm guessing Ulk Halsu is up here. Oh, no, that's blue. And I would have 25 ducats if I take this, which then only leaves their capital. This would give me 2 more forts, which I cannot afford, by the way. We cannot afford these forts that I'm taking. Like, legitimately, I cannot afford to pay for them right now. Annex and release. I only have 10% crown land. I think it's too greedy, unfortunately. Yeah. I think it's too greedy. Oh, I would love to get a humiliate off. Oh, I would love to get a humiliate off. I don't think I'm going to be able to. We'll have to humiliate somebody else. They have a mage. It's a little scary. There's a wall breach down here, 7%. I mean, if they... Number of loans less than 1. Yeah, I'll do that. My loan size has increased. I'm at my force limit here. I don't have a good feeling about this. Like I think we're cooked. I think we're cooked. Their pips cook ours. I mean, we have good pips is the thing. But I don't think we have that good of pips. Yeah. Yeah. Our general is also nothing to write home about. He's 2 shock. I mean, it's better than the Oni general, but they're bringing a 4 shock general in. I mean, this is hills. I mean, we're doing okay. Like, that's good for us. Don't get me wrong. They didn't have their good general, though. Is the thing. Like, I don't know how we get out of this war, is the problem. Can you tell if an opponent is using magic? I mean, if they're using siege magic, it'll tell you. Other than that, I don't know. It's probably in their modifiers, maybe? Fighting tricks, you've seen streamers seemingly use reinforcements to their advantage group here. So... there is a combat width, depending on your military tech level. Right now, it's 20, which means you can only have 20 troops fighting at one time. And what happens is the troops, they fight each other, and eventually either enough of them die in one troop, or they lose enough morale that they retreat, and then they're gone. So if you bring in troops after that has happened, it will reinforce the front lines and allow you to keep fighting. Them up once or twice more. Like, now I'm afraid that I'm just gonna get jumped by all these guys, and I'm gonna really struggle to have the... oh my god, 2 supply limit, 3? It really is a glacier, huh? They weren't lying. How would you avoid this war? You don't. I think the answer is you can't. But we could have just waited for them and not been distracted fighting other people. I mean, here's the thing. We're Tech 4 now. So we actually have an incentive to immediately rush back in there and fight them again before they can get it. They are going to have their good general. I'm going to turn our ruler into a general, and I'm going to put him on the stack. Even though minus 10% shock damage received. Do I want shock damage received, or do I want 1... shock pip and 5 fire pips? I think I just want to keep the shock damage received, guys. I don't think there's any reason for us to try and... we could get lucky, but like we're almost out of manpower anyways. Go ahead and sally forth. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. We're still taking somewhat even losses. We can try and snag these 2K troops. Wow. Wasn't even a wipe. Was not even a wipe. Yeah, that's with Tech 4. Like, I can't walk away with nothing. Our best bet is that they go up and try and get Jerkinazar. Like, I need money. But I can't get past this. And Nugden Sarai could also declare war on us, by the way. And there is no fort here that will protect us. That's why we really need to take Dazkid. Because if we can take Dazkid, then we have a fort line. Okay, we'll have a fort here, we'll have a fort here, which will block people just like running in to our capital. That we also probably need to get a fort up here as well. Gotta get money for the temple as well. I know. Won't walk away with nothing. You'll be manpower in the hole. Thank you for your encouraging words. Thank you for the encouraging truths. I like Nugden. Ally Nugden Sarai. That's not going to happen. I'm pretty sure if I click on them, they'll just rival me immediately. They do have another truce with the command. I've now taken a loan. Go out here. Our only threat is they could just be waiting in the fog somewhere and then we get got and it's over. Okay, they're unsieging that. I'm going to 10 to 1. And I can walk away with 60 ducats right now. If I let them unsiege this, they could just walk to my fort. Okay. They stutter stepped. I can get 170 ducats now. They fear you? They don't need to fear me because they're about to be Tech 4. And I think even right now, if they came and they fought me, there's a good chance they would win. I could also walk out here and we can occupy that. That's 231. That might be the best we're going to get. Stand on cap. Yeah. The thing is that then they're going to unsiege this. But it... Oh, they're stupid. They are stupid. I think I'd rather take war reps and less direct money. Well, now we get greedy, right? Now we let the greed in our souls take over. Surely. Surely. We get greedy. When is this done being sieged down? 10 days. You get there on the 8th? Okay. You get there too late. Okay, now we'll peace out. Now peace out. So war reps, 200 ducats. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm going to pay off that big loan, and then we need to build some temples. So all of must be true. Culture is Rukanai, has a temple or cathedral. Any known country in our region has an improved opinion modifier of at least 50. Or we just need 3 temples in Rukanai. So we just need 3 temples in Rukanai is what it's looking like. Because these guys do not like us. Not going to happen. And we'll need to develop our capital at least 5 times. But our capital is not that. I still think I gotta take this. And then... Do I build a school here? I think I do still build the school. I'm gonna go to the merchants. We're gonna go indebted. We're gonna be real gamers today. And then we're gonna start building our temples elsewhere as well. Is this Rukanai? Okay, so one of the temples is gonna go here. And... what is that? Uldgasul? What do I have out here? I guess on the iron. Don't need them to like you, it's just the plus 50 that counts. That's true, that's true, that's true. It is just the plus 50. And we can drive out the face stealers. Yeah, I suppose we can save this money. What's my development? Of course. Okay. New rivals. You. And you. Yeah, I did. That guy is very far away. I can get in here and occupy this guy fairly quickly. I'm still somewhat nervous about... trying to go after these guys, especially because I don't have any manpower. But I would like to do some kind of expansion. Because I'm me, of course. Human Minister, we'll do that. Thing is, I don't have claims over here yet, and I will get claims. This is currently mothballed. I think we have to wait. Right? Like, I don't think we can beat these guys. I need this fort, though. Very badly. In case Nugin Sarai tries to take a chunk out of me as well. Oh, there's another fort over there. You have tech on them? Tech's not the problem. It's the manpower from sieging that's the problem. That's what I'm worried about. Nugin will attack purple, and you lose. That's fair. Okay. Don't love the fact that we're about to attack into mountains, but it is what it is. I think I'm gonna target purple, co-belligerize here. Go for your capital. They have a 4 shock general. Should be a stack wipe. Beautiful. Let's shift consolidate. We'll leave the more broken troops behind. Now we have to fight these guys. I'm going to leave those for now. Why'd you stop moving? Hello? It's a real fort? Yeah, of course it's a real fort. What do you mean? What do you mean, oof, it's a real fort? Compared to what? A fake fort? A non-real fort? We should be fine there. Yeah. Well, the good news is they're currently losing. I don't know how long it's going to hold up for, but they are currently losing. There goes my manpower. There goes my manpower. I don't like this. I don't like what's happening. Improve relations. Well, I mean, yeah, we can. It doesn't matter, though. We have to wait until I take this. Did I rival you? No. Who else did I rival? I rivaled you. So I'm going to embargo you. I'm going to embargo you. Take that out, and I'm going to build a spy network on you. I really should have restarted this spy network a while ago. We're also about to have rebels rise up in the south. Classic. What amount of dev do you get more works? 150. So, not anytime soon. Returning scholars. In the aftermath of the Phoenix Empire's dissolution and Ramapalur's conquest, the Dinbansana River reasserted itself as the foremost center of scholarly learning in Hellas, eclipsing Seir, Sarasung, and Tianlu. Scholars of every persuasion flocked to Rayavashapal and Denijanzar to learn from the most renowned teachers of science, theology, and law. Many students from our lands, having completed their educational pilgrimage, are now returning home and hoping to integrate the ideas they learned there, however heterodox they may be compared to those in our lands. Shall we allow these students a place to teach and debate, or do their ideas have no place in our administration? I'd like to go towards Dakana. So, they wouldn't understand the struggle of following up people. They just wouldn't get it. They just don't get it. They could be trying to go and take out these troops. No, it looks like they're just chilling. They should be getting Tech 4 sometime soon, and they might try and counter it. I'm going to take that tech. Estate Magical Thesis. We're now proficient in Conjuration. Now, Summon Animals. Discipline minus 20%. Land Attrition minus 25%. 6 regiments, 1 cavalry. They do not contribute to force limit. Summon them. Summon the animals. And then we're going to study evocation. I don't know if this is a good idea, but I do know I'm running out of troops, and I'm running out of manpower, and I just need people to siege for me. Oh, they're dirt cheap! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, these are cracked. Shrines plundered. Damn. Horrifying and blasphemous news has surfaced from the province of Rinkamdil. Vile bandits have plundered the spirit shrines to safeguard the local roads, leading to a weakening of the local economy. Many peasants and merchants are now reluctant to travel on that road as it is considered spiritually damned. The shrines will be restored soon, but it might take a considerable amount of time before the most superstitious locals regain the courage to travel on that road again. Unfortunate. I do have to keep all my troops here, though, out of the fear that they will attack those animals, because the animals are bad. But they're doing good work. I also have all this money. I suppose I'm just waiting to spend it over here. There's some monasteries around. Oh. Local fort maintenance minus 60%. Wait. We should have taken the forts. Are we stupid? I could have taken this for... Oh, man. Okay, we've got that siege. We need to let it recover some troops. We can send you back. Face Stealers stir. Like a fire sparking from coals, like the wind picking up before a great storm, like an arrow loosed but yet to find its target. Every so often the face stealers begin to stir, becoming active in much larger numbers than normal. Such a time has come again. Kanji must rise to meet it. Death lays in our future, and soon. What? Oh, is this like the orc event? Is that what this is? Migratory Black Orc tribe is coming to murder you? We do need to go and take out these rebels. So we'll stand in the highlands. They'll attack us when we unsiege this. Face Stealer Swarm. It decreases the Face Stealer infestation. Defeat them before they spread it. that's one way to get rid of rebels, I guess. I'm going to guess we don't want them to take anything. I'm also going to guess this is going to hurt a lot. I'm going to guess that I'm going to wish I had more manpower. Ouch. Ouch. 6.2 morale. And then I have to stop from... I have to stop this. I can't even risk that falling. You can sally out. Yep. And now he's going to be feeling pretty good about trying to take this back. Oh, you know what? That's fine. Feel free. Feel free to unsiege that stuff. I appreciate it. I do. I really do. I should have built spy network on these guys. Novice adventurers are crying. Yeah. Yeah, they are. They really, truly are. They're building spy networks on me. I don't like that. They're gonna attack me again. Like, I know what they're gonna do. They're going to attack us again. I need to get my autonomy lowered. I haven't had a chance to seize Crown Land yet because we've been at war the whole time. Beware of West 2, Jad might decide to move into the mountain. Yeah, that's true. I can only worry about so many things, though. You can only do what you can do. We're a lawgiver, so we can just tell them, no, you don't get any rights. No rights for you. Also worry about Laurent and Goed. Can't forget about Goed. They could be here any minute. Any minute. What? What the hell was that? How did they just get 3,000 troops? Did they sally out? No. Because I wiped them. Maybe they did. Obtain private artificer funding? What? I guess they do have that stuff. An event or something? Yeah, it must be. Okay, you are going to give me that province and money. Thank you. Go ahead and get that court up. No free cores here, I'm guessing? No. Summon animals, shock and awe will both be upgraded. Upgraded, you say? What is happening over here? Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, we're not getting that back anytime soon. You? I think we just go for the full annex, right? We could vassalize this guy. But we have claims. We have claims. I don't have the culture accepted, but I mean, we can change that. I need more lands full of face dealers. True! Gold mine? There is a gold mine. 4 dev desert gold mine in face dealer territory. Face stealers recede. Every province with rebels receives the following. Face stealers will disband. Well, that's good. So we didn't have anything with face stealers in them. Fun fact, game. So, yeah, if I'm going to want this peace deal, I'm going to have to full occupy. There's really no way around it. So you can just go down here. Then we're going to delete the novice adventurers because they are done. They're done. And then we wait to get decked on by the Oni. What's the mission tree about? As of right now, we are trying to... We're like emerging from isolation because we think that we can beat the face stealers. And therefore we should. Not out of benevolence or anything, but because we want to. Do I... We do get 0.15 infantry shock. Really good. Really, really good. Do need to improve our capital 5 times. I think we take Tech 5. Like, we need 5, we need 6, then we can think about... Take the year take? I mean, it doesn't matter. We're already at the point where it doesn't matter. Bait the Oni into attacking, then take it when it's cheaper. I don't want the Oni to attack me. Fun fact. Dev Renaissance. Okay, but if I don't take Tech 5 and the Oni take Tech 5, I lose. That's GG. You get 50% for free. I know. I probably shouldn't have taken the Diplotech. Like, I'm gonna need how much admin? 168 admin. I do have the temple here. My merchants are happy right now. If I summon the diet, I can get to minus 10%. If I peace out first, I could upgrade the center of trade in my capital to get even cheaper dev. Eternal Cinder Monastery. Huh. Goods produced. Warrior Monk force limit. Local fort main introductions. Interesting. Yeah, I think we want to peace out first. Go ahead and extend these loans for now. We love extending loans. We love not paying back our loans. Look, we'll get around to it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, he's a vassal. They deleted this fort though, so I mean that's something. What's up the Inno go? You're making money without loans, you're on the up, man. Yeah, because of my war reps. And only because of my war reps. Otherwise, we're cooked. Money isn't real, don't worry about it. True. True, we got fake currency. Sorry, once we take this fort, we're going to be in good shape. I kind of want to reveal the centaurs so I can improve relations with them. Maybe they won't murder me. It's a bit of copium. It's actually a lot of copium. Govern form. We can go to level 2. Haramari upper caste for core creation cost and idea cost reduction. Yeah, I mean... That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We can also go for something like Noble Castle Rights for even more fort maintenance. And then we can just stack forts up around us, and then we die when the command attacks us anyways. Thoughts? Thoughts? Do you have a guaranteed mage ruler? I have no idea. Yep, I have no idea. No clue. I'm not gonna lie, I like the cheaper ideas, and I like the cheaper core creation cost. Powerful Mage, though. Powerful Mage is worth it all. But I'm sure it'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? Okay, 99%. Get rid of those 2 cores because that'll make that guy like me. Thank you very much. Please leave the... Actually, they have 72,000 manpower. They can absolutely go fight. 72,000 manpower. What the hell? You give guarantees major ruler? Cool. That's good to know. I will now summon the diet. We will encourage development. And we need to develop it 5 times. The mission will give us 50 support for Renaissance in our capital. I think I have a... It's a half price inflation guy. Honestly. Do I have a trade guy? We can try and get radical reforms here. We'll be in the negative a little bit, but that's okay. Makes you 2 happy. Alright. So 1, 2, 3. And then upgrade the Emporium to level 2. That gives us cheaper dev again. So we want to wait till we're at 50%. And then we will click the mission. Unless it gives me cheaper dev cost here. It doesn't. It just gives me 2 base tax. So we don't actually want to click this yet. We want to wait till we're at 50. We're at 15. $46, 41, 53. Beautiful. The Lonely Seat. Isolation from the rest of the Harem Raj has led Kanji and King Yuan within to take up the mantle of the Lotus Seat, keeping the standard of Haramar aloft in the frozen north of Gazengun. In truth, the position of King Yuan atop the mountains with few allies or resources has caused it to gain a different nickname from the locals, snickered within temples and homes, the Lonely Seat of the Harem Raj. We may be cut off from our homelands and our resources few and far between, but with distant threats growing closer by the day, we can no longer settle for survival. We shall turn from the Lonely Seat to the Resolute Seat, strong in our convictions and unwilling to be content with simply living. Instead, we shall thrive. 2 base tax for 25 years, we gain production efficiency and local tax. And we can embrace the Renaissance immediately. And we will do that, because I'm not waiting for that to spread. Boom. Alright. That's nice. We're not too far off of Tech 6 either. We're still ahead of the Oni, which is super, super... I was going to say good, but vital is the correct word. We are going to destroy the Novice Adventurers. Changing Envoy, we give Dip Rep. Contra Supplies gives less attrition. That actually might have been worth it during that war. Precursor Knowledge. It is known that within the bounds of Bazun Izar lie ancient relics from the Elven Precursors. The magical knowledge they held was immense, and a close examination of the artifacts they left behind would no doubt be invaluable to our magical research. So far, our delving into the Seekers has been limited to those relics we have occasionally been able to purchase from the market or uncover from ruins, leading some to propose more organized extraction measures. However, such actions might prove disruptive to the local economy and ecology, and the locals might not be pleased. This is not to mention the risk, however slim, of explosive backlash from toying with forces beyond our control. That is 75 study experience, which is pretty good. 50 crowns and 50 mill points, though. Oh, no, I did not take Miltech 5. No, we're not doing that then. I will not. I will not be doing that. Why am I making 392? I'm making 382 from war reps? I'm guessing there's a loan going on there. Because that doesn't seem right. No, we are making... That's fake money. That's fake money. It's not real money. That is not real money. No way. Yeah, Nugent Sarai is much stronger than we are. They're very scary. They're very, very scary. The family's left behind. Go ahead and give me that unrest. Why not? Yep, we're just going to start stating stuff up. Hey, Mastani. Receive mana for no familiars. Thank you. The path of wisdom and power. In the teaching of the Ascendant Soul School, for one to achieve Pertara, one must dedicate themselves wholly to improving oneself. Whether it be focusing on physical or mental and magical or spiritual, one must consider all aspects to ready themselves for ascension. Our ruler only has a limited amount of time in this life, so it is ideal to start focusing on these endeavors right away. As such, Rana Xuanju has gathered experienced scholars from the Ascendant Soul School to chart a path for their own advancement. What will they focus on? I like that 2.5% discipline for 10 years. Advisor cost would also be good. I'm going to go for the discipline. I'd like to not die. I would, in fact, like to live. Yeah, this seems a little bit more reasonable war reps. I think people were taking big loans or something. Yikes. I'm going to go ahead and delete the cav because I'd rather my infantry reinforce. I'd love to be going to war with these guys. So they have allied another person. These guys only have 5,000 troops. They're tech 3. Their capital is being sieged down, but I could go in and yoink some of this stuff. I don't have the claims, though. I do need to build a... Oh, huge. Huge radical reforms. Summon animals vanishing. Ah. Things have just gotten very bad. Things have just gotten very, very bad. We are absolutely going to take that manpower. Things have gotten very scary. Because I have no troops. I've got nothing. Nada. Zip. Zip, 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 zip. I'm very scared. I'm small and weak and scared. 30 to 50 feral hogs have left the zone. Where did they go? Where did they go? I do need to develop this a couple of times. Face Stealers Stir. Hey, congratulations to Uskin for 500 manpower, though. The Levy. Nobles, you're just going to have to get over it, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We just don't have time for this. We simply do not have time for it. I'm going to build another troop. What the hell is that? What the... Bro, we got to get to that mission about killing those face stealers. I'm trying. I'm trying. We got to get there. I might just take another loan. In fact, I'm going to. In fact, I'm going to pay off all these loans. And then I'm going to go indebted to the merchants again. And then I'm going to build a temple here. Yeah, make sure that we have improved relations with these guys. Looks like we will. That's good, that's good, that's good. I do improve it 3 times. I can wait for the temple to be built, then we can do the improvements. I'm researching Conjuration Project. No. I'm researching Evocation Level 1. Evocation Level 1. That's fine. Okay. Ashikuma's about to declare war on us. Dude, they're ready, bro. They are licking their lips. It's embarrassing how bad they want me. It's honestly embarrassing how bad they want me. Okay? That's great. We're cooked. Oh, we're so cooked. How much mana do I have? 51. Summon the animals. Bring them back. Get them back in here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get those feral hogs in here right now. Okay. They might leave us alone. I don't know. I'm not too confident in my assertion. I won't lie. Let's get rid of these 4% loans. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You walk away. You walk away from me. You are a coward. Not to antagonize you or anything. Because I should not be antagonizing them. You start playing Jad on Monday? Nice. Love to see it. How you enjoying the greatest nation of all time? The best Anbennar tag. The last laugh. It all began innocently enough, with a few people seemingly enjoying themselves, but soon enough the mirthful phenomenon expanded to engulf an entire street, then a village, and eventually an entire town. Evidently, this affliction spreads through sound, as the mere act of hearing those already affected is enough to overcome even the most somber and despondent individuals, compelling them to descend into uncontrollable laughter, their final laughter. This laughing plague, likely instigated by a malevolent spirit, is spreading with alarming speed through Jurkanazar. In response, we have dispatched medical experts, but tragically, even they fell prey to the infectious merriment. As a measure of containment, our troops have taken swift action, sealing off the affected regions hermetically and plugging their ears with beeswax and cotton to prevent any external sounds from reaching them. Though uncertain of the outcome, this method has, for the time being, curbed the spread of the laughter, which, like those infected, seems to be dying out. This must be the most twisted joke I've ever heard. We lose development. Boom. Also, even though it is somewhat risky... Oh. I'm going to lower some autonomies. But we can complete the Face Dealer's Foe, because we have built a temple here. We can also develop this. 1, 2, 3. And that will allow us to complete Ignite the Flame. So 2 missions. Let's do Face Dealer's Foe first. Even with our lack of knowledge in the local spirits of Gun, one particular type of spirit is impossible to forget. The Face Stealers. Monstrous beings assembled from the stolen faces of the dead, Face Stealers have plagued Gun for many centuries, killing countless people and striking fear into the heart of even the strongest warriors. This changed when Abatai stole our magical techniques and used them to slay one of the monsters. Now we see that the Face Stealers can be defeated with our powers, even if the theft that led to this discovery was a heinous act. It is no longer possible to ignore this fact, and the Levajan priests know this well. But by extending an olive branch to them and beginning to share our knowledge with the priesthood, perhaps we can grow ever closer to mending the schism of faith. Gain access to the Drive Out the Face Stealers decision, which allows you to combat the Face Stealers. For 25 years, we get -2 national unrest, -5% advisor cost. We get a half price level 2 advisor. You hate the lack of manpower in dev as elves, but stack wiping feels super good because all the reading, you're in 1450, 1460. Yeah, elves are, it's a tough adjustment due to that lack of manpower, but you're so strong in general, especially for Jad. Make sure as Jadari, you're going like full horses. Drive out the face stealer's decision. So, what does that do exactly? Every own province with a face stealer is gonna. Oh. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 But it's gonna make them all rise up at once, right? Expand too greedily? No, I don't think so. I think it'll be fine. I need 5 provinces with 10 dev. Hired a Runsuki or Rukanai administrator, advisor at skill 2. Aw, shit. One of our early things is that we have to own all of this in here. Why do they have so many troops? Yeah, that'd do it. That would do it. I don't know how we're going to beat these guys. They're allied to Nugden Sarai. Cool. Cool, man. Yeah. I love that. I love that. That's good stuff for me. Cool. Yeah, we definitely need to go eat these guys to power up. Let's do the other mission, though. Bazu Nazar is known to hold many treasures within on account of inscrutable artifacts of an empire long past that litter the surrounding terrain. These relics of power have long since turned inert, but their innate magical energy provides something that the Ashen Soul has been missing for centuries. A way to amplify the light of spirit fire and project it across the land. Designs are drawn up and a structure is planned. A giant brazier placed atop the fortress of Bazu Nazar and a portion of the undying flame laid inside. With enough mana and the right adjustments, it's possible that this invention could soothe the lands of Gus and Gun for miles. With the hope that their land's rejuvenation fueling their every move, the mages gather the builders and begin to work. The event Fire of the Soul happens. Atop the castle of Banu Azar, a massive brazier of steel and gold rises from the mountain peaks, intricately inlaid with gold and silver trim. This behemoth vessel was constructed by the Pyre Mages with help from the craftsmen in Bazu Nazar, as well as the ancient artifacts discovered within cobwebbed halls. 10 of these mages now gather in a central courtyard, pink flames dancing between their fingertips as the air around the brazier begins to rapidly expel water vapor. By superheating the surrounding atmosphere, the Pyre Mages are better able to conduct the next step. And as one they do, thrusting their hands forward in an intricate dance as fire shoots from their palms. Trails of flame arc into the massive brazier, filling it with an octarine light before the embers catch alight with a dramatic surge of fire. A collective breath enters the lungs of the Pyre Mages and remains held as the artifact inlay begins to glow. With the right mixture of artifact, spirit fire, and magical force, the Pyre Mages have theorized that they can create localized, near-perfect copies of the undying flame. This theory has not been tested until today, and so the mages watch on in anticipation, fearing their research soon to be squandered. All are silent as the kindling burns. Suddenly, a second rush occurs, more powerful than the first, and the brazier instantly turns a brilliant blue as the flame is made eternal. As the spirit fire takes hold and begins to its never-ending blaze, all present for the event begin to cheer. For the first time in history, they've created a copy of the undying flame. The wastes are no match against the purifying heat of our ultimate triumph. On wings of fire, we soar to new heights. The Spirit Fire Arts becomes an available magical project. Bazu Nazar gets a level 1 Eternal Cinder Monastery, 0.5 goods produced, 1% Warrior Monk Force Limit, and minus 50% local fort maintenance. We get Precursor Study level 1 till the end of the game, giving minus 2% tech cost, idea cost, and 0.05 mana regeneration. Oh wow. Okay. That's huge. That's really, really good. If I build a temple down here, I can also make this better and make the fort even cheaper. Yeah. I mean, it'll take a temple. Or a school. But, we're building a temple, and yeah, it'll become free. Well, not free, but it's what we want to do. This is the third in the region. It'll get 0.25 goods produced. And only minus 25% local fort maintenance. But still, that's pretty good. Arguably, we could place it on the gold. But, Lower autonomy sees land? Yes. Well, we already seized land, but I do want to lower autonomy. I need to go fight these face stealers, and then we can fight the rest of the face stealers. Let's start building a spy network up on these guys. Go here. Alright, there's Miltech 5, which is super, super nice. Okay, now we just need to fight all the face stealers in our country at once. Really not that bad when you think about it. It's like nothing. What's the first idea going to be? Well, we don't really need to take tolerance ideas first, right? Because we have the upgraded privilege. So we don't need to worry about that. We're not going to be taking religious. We could arguably go for admin. We know we're going to need it eventually, but I'm a little bit tempted to instead go for something like quantity for the manpower recovery speed. Yeah, we'll probably eat all of Hellas. I mean, we're in Hellas, so the odds of us eating Hellas are very high. Super high. Super high. Is idea cost, though? That's true. I mean, we could stack idea cost quite a bit. But like, espionage is probably the answer. It's probably the answer, but I might go quantity first. We'll see. No, we can't afford to go quantity. We have to go for... We can't do that. We can't. We can't go quantity. We have to go for, like, quality. We have to beat the command. We have to beat the command. Yeah, and yeah, we don't really need anything else in tolerance is the problem. The separatism's good. I'll give you that. It's not that it's trash. Like, national unrest -2, very nice. Years of separatism, very nice. Tolerance of heretics, useless. Maximum of cultures, nice. Tolerance of heathens, good. Religious unity, good. Improved relations, fine. Maximum tolerance, useless. But, like, is that really what I need to do? Like, is that going to help me win the game? No. I'm going to die. We'll be tolerant, and we'll die. Which I suppose is fine. But I'd rather, you know, live. I already saved. Okay, well, let's click this button. Oh, I need 100 mil power. Never mind. Let's not click that button. Yikes. I'm scared. Fear. Fear, fear, fear. Hey, we're almost into positive manpower territory, guys. We're almost there. I think we accept this culture. We are now proficient in evocation, which is pretty cool. We got no mana though. And I think we want to do our Spirit Fire Arts Magical Project. Unlocks the Call the Flames province interaction. Provides defensive bonuses to provinces adjacent to Eternal Cinder monasteries, which also giving provinces with mountainous terrain decreased dev cost. Further levels improve monasteries, war wizards, and Spirit Fire monks. Conjuration project to summon troops? Oh, yeah. You know what? We do kind of need that. We haven't done this one yet either. Sure. Let's do it. No force limit. No army professionalism. Just lots of troops. Have you ever wondered if there was something beyond this world? When you see something in your peripheral vision, do you move to take a closer look? Do you ever worry that whatever you saw might do the same to you? Find out what fills the space between stars and harness powers from unknown regions of the cosmos. Take out the Asm Stone. Put the Asm Stone in the key, little bro. The elderly professor, made idiot by the contentment of tenure and dotard in his age, showed me the contents of the page. Nothing was written inside, save for a single scrawled symbol of unknown filiation. The amanuensis of King Yuan University. A letter arrived at my doorstep. Sedisday, the first of Castanmark. The first. It spoke in saccharine paragraphs of my philological capabilities as the decorated professor of linguists at King Yuan University, taking particular note of my specialization in psychography, otherwise known as automatic writing. It asked questions of my thesis, which had thus far been consigned to oblivion by the academic world, that just as spirits and elementals originate from a separate plane of existence, so too must the soul. Unaccustomed to flattery as I was quickly taken in by the writer of the letter, whom I imagined to be a well-studied academic, perhaps a recent graduate whose interests lay proximate to my own. The long string of compliments concluded with an invitation. A certain society at a certain time intended to meet and count me among their number, a research team like none I had seen. The panegyric exhorted me to write back with all haste, a task I undertook with sedulous immediacy. The interminably bad weather of King Yuan proved something of a blessing, as I had no other obligations keeping me from meeting the summons. In my mind, I delighted in the chance to accept another accolade. Change the astral gloam encroaches by 1. What do you mean by that? Greater amounts of the astral gloam encroaches will incur harsher penalties upon completing the project. We will be able to use our expertise in other areas of magic to avoid the worst of these effects. Well... what's the worst that can happen? Astral gloam doesn't even sound that bad. Not even that bad. Okay, let's click this button. We close our eyes and we pretend like we didn't click the button. Face stealers recede. Oh. Okay. Problem solved. Well, I don't know how I did that, but we did it. There are still some face stealers though. I guess it just removes like one level of face stealers. That's my assumption. You got the despawn event for the previous face stealers and deleted your new stacks. I'm just kind of a gamer. I'm just kind of a gamer. Sorry. I didn't mean to cheat. Didn't mean to do that. But I'll take it. Oh, are you not going to give me claims? You want me to just anti-monstrous this bad boy? Yeah, alright. Well, here's the dealio. That's a lot of guys. You're also guaranteed by nut over here. I need to deal with these rebels, then we can fight Nut. Get your monasteries up? Well, I'm working on it. There's only so much I can do, though. I mean, I could take another loan. But that's about it. Yippee! We're in the positive for manpower now. Congratulations to us. Would really appreciate it if these rebels rose up. I don't want to provoke them. You get there on the 23rd. You get there on the 23rd. Destroy them. Now, we're going to just have to provoke these guys. Oh, maybe not. Wait a second. Hold. Hold. We're also way under our... Way under our force limit here. I can get the Novice Adventurers in 4 more years. It's fine. Let's move you up there. I'm going to build another one of our special infantries. We need 3 of them. So, any good vassals to take? I don't think they actually want us to do vassal things for this tag. At least not right now. Doesn't seem like it. This Minecraft mod looks sick. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They really take the whole total overhaul pretty seriously for this Minecraft mod. Why do you say that? Am I in the wrong thing? Now you got me worried. Now you got me scared. I'm in the wrong category. No, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Less firmer craft, exactly. Alright, you die. Sudokli. See, I would really like to annex Sudokli, but I don't think I'm going to be given the chance here. What shape everything has in Minecraft? Square. Next question. Square to the 2nd power. Next question. Checkmate. Sphere? No. No sphere. No spheres allowed. No fiends allowed. No nothing allowed. Okay. Let's get the siege guy there. Just gotta make sure they don't get access. Otherwise, these 2,000 troops are very dead. No Sphene slander. I got nothing bad to say about Sphene. Just one of the people that I play Final Fantasy with is a big Sphene svimp. So I always have to make fun of Sphene in some way. In some way, shape, or form. L. Not in this patch. LLL. They do have 11,000 troops. They're Tech 4. I mean, they could decide that they want the smoke. They could try and come after me, but we'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We have asking bait too. Okay, you'll have to wait for the Final Fantasy talk for tomorrow's yap. We'll talk about Final Fantasy tomorrow. Mystics and Storytellers. Move me towards this for cheaper idea cost. We need to establish a Cinder Fort here. Boom. That's the 3rd Cinder Fort in the region. I do need another one. Arguably, it should either be Dazkid or Irdenkid. Well, it should be both. We could also build a fort on our capital and put it here, which is probably a better idea. The central complex in the region will be upgraded with more goods produced. I think the central... Yeah, the central complex is in Bazu Nazar. So... we build another one, we get an additional 0.25 goods produced on our precursor relics. So the question is, do I just build a temple on one of these provinces? Or do I invest in a fort on my capital? Which I currently don't need a fort on. Like, do I get the goods produced here? Yes. Yeah, we get 0.5 goods produced. So like 0.5 goods produced on our glass province would be really good. But I think I'm more focused on getting the mission done first. So let's build a school on this salt fort. We have 2 salt forts, which is super nice. We are absolutely going to want to build ramparts down here, by the way. Like, this is absolute 100,000,000% need to have a ramparts on. Because it's going to hold the line for a long time. For a very long time. Cool. Now I can declare war on this guy. We can annex these 2 guys. Mountain Fort monsters will be goated, yeah. Summon extra planers, the meeting of the minds. There are those who confuse the state of death with the occurrence of their being before a state of birth. What fools they are to miss the obvious, that whereas we may contact those already dead, we have never spoken to those not yet born. Maurice Thaddock celebrated Trolls Bayer author. Trolls Bayer author. Drawing upon the knowledge provided to me from years of assiduous activity at the enlightened institution, I made my way to the deepest corners of the university to meet my epistler. It brooked no small surprise to discover when I finally arrived that several other faculty members had been invited to the same gathering. It was a cabal of the most ambitious and esoteric in our halls. At length our host revealed himself, a small man in a heavy cloak. I say man without meaning to specify sex. He made it known that his sponsor came from the highest levels of the High Lotus seat. That said sponsor wished to consult us regarding a twin provocation. Why are our earliest memories lost to us, and whence do we conjure souls to be born? A hush befell the awaited audience for but a moment. Then the spell broke, and conversation restarted in double time. Eyes wide, the consortium of academics spoke at length of the blackest mass, a farrago of topics intersecting occultism, embryonic development, and psychology. I saw this as my chance to reintroduce my thesis, educating the audience as my host's eyes twinkled with a merciless light. No sooner had I finished than the crowd erupted into mocking jeers, deriding my ideas even as I sought to convince them of my worth. I resolved then to prove my brilliance and their folly. True. Only good things can happen. Only good things can happen. That's an ancient forest. Huh. You'll get there on the 4th. You will get there on the 4th. Nothing bad can happen, only good things. Exactly. Legally, only good things can happen. So did I rehire that half-price advisor? I sure did. I did, and then he died. I'm going to grab the inflation guy. I'm going to grab... relations, I guess. And I'll grab the discipline guy as well. And we'll run 3 advisors here because I like money. Nice. That's a stack wipe. I can't get down to this guy, which kind of sucks. That's okay. Let's walk up here. You're dying. I'm not taking this tech because, well, I have a feeling we're going to need the admin. Need a skill 2 admin. Oh, I need to do some Diplo dev. Ultgasul. Ulkasir. Oh, it's literally right in front of me. Cool. So I do need to develop the gold mine a bit. 3 provinces that are Runsuki or Rukunai need to have been developed 3 times and base production at least 3. Okay. Well. 3. I'm okay developing up a gold mine. That's fine with me. They want us to go this direction here. 5 promises need to be 10 dev. Yeah, and then we need to do that. So we're fine for now until we can get that development done. Unfortunate that I can't separate piece this guy out. But it is what it is. You gonna let me full annex? Oh, you will. Yeah, I don't care about any of the aggressive expansion from that. Oh, nice. We even get faceting? That's huge. It's that easy. I was planning to get that. That was calculated, guys. Calculated. I was thinking to myself, how do I get faceting in my country? How do I do it? And then, you know, it just came to me like it was in a dream. We got face stealers, faceting, loss of 100 Diplo. Mostly good things. T, to raise your spirits. Me when I swap in Sinistra. Thoughts? As the harvest season dawns upon Coast Sarai, a multitude of merchants have flocked to the region to trade and procure fresh leaves for drying and selling in their respective corners of the continent. However, this year's harvest presents an unusual twist, with the leaves displaying a mild pink glow and many exhibiting red veins. What's even stranger is the effect it seems to have on people. Those who come into contact with these peculiar leaves become notably more amiable and affectionate, seeking physical closeness with one another. The mages speculate that a benevolent spirit has bestowed this enigmatic blessing upon the harvest, though the exact reason remains a mystery to them. Only time will reveal if this effect endures or if it takes a turn for the worse. Get me some of that tea. That's not tea. That's wool. Local unrest minus 2, plus local goods produced, 50% local manpower. Weed leaves. I don't think that's what they said. I think they said tea specifically. I think they specifically said. What do you mean face stealers stir? Oh man. Well, if I'm on top of things, it should be fine. Sinister user? Sometimes. I haven't been using it recently. Really recently, I've just been losing. It's been a tough couple of days in my Pokemon games. Tough couple of days, but that's all right. We bounce back. We bounce back. Face Stealer Swarm. Now that's really bad. Because I can't get over there right now. I'm kind of in the middle of something. Also a little worried that I'm not going to clear that in time. I mean, I could risk walking away. You paid one of the loans. They get a wall breach. Boo. The face stealers are cheating? They're cheating right now? We're just going to have to abandon that siege, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I would say that I'm being punished for my greed, but I'm not really being greedy. Like, oh, that's huge. Oh, that's huge. No! No! I worked so hard! Oh, man. Oh, man. It's alright. They had a good attempt. It was a good attempt. 9 war score? That is war score from battles. I'll give it to him. Peace them? I can't. They're the... war leaders. You know, sometimes I be clicking buttons. Sometimes I be clicking buttons when I shouldn't be clicking buttons. What are you fighting? They're called face stealers. You'll never guess what they do. And the ogres are just profiting off of the fact that I'm busy. Because the ogre part of the war was fine. Like, it was over. It was literally over. But then the face stealers showed up. And I didn't want the face stealers to spread. And so... Get your ass out of here. Don't be looking at me like that. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. But I was just a few mana short to summoning these... Not stupid. They're not stupid animals. But they are stupid animals. You know what I mean? They're very smart, intelligent, not real animals. It's just a huge mana sink. But it's really good. It's really nice to just have 20,000 troops whenever I want, I will admit. It just costs 50 mana. Oh, I should have... Oh, wait, no. They got access to those guys? Okay. Well, I don't appreciate that. Okay, so you're going to go here. I don't... I'm going to shift consolidate? No, this is all the troops I have. Tough times for us. Tough times. Summon extra planers. The reverse seance. I give you a coin I stole from an imp. I give you a bone from under the hills. I give you a song from a merfolk's throat and a feather I pulled from a harpy's wing. I give you a hair from a Haramari's head. I give you a name, and the name is me. Excerpt from Kanji Hedge Magic. Unconvinced by my priori reasoning, it fell to the tactic of empiricism to convert the faithless among the audience. It was on another such night of gathering that I apprehended opportunity. By now, the covert faculty meetings had become drearily mundane, each time a new bore presenting an unlikely theory as to the providence of the Haramari soul. We talked of little and drank much. From out of the rabble I chose my target, a furtive young assistant professor, not even tenured. That night I handed them drink after drink and convinced them to assist me in revealing the hidden blood memories of their ancestral soul. For memories forgotten may be uncovered through a process of automatic writing, even unto one's earliest years. Yeah, even unto the water of the womb. Sound scientific theory fell on inebriated ears, and I did not even need to hear approval before a table with parchment and quill had been assembled in the center of the gathering. The young assistant took quill in hand and let their heavy eyelids close as I drew them into a state of trance, a new technique I had perfected over countless hours of study. Slowly, I sank them deeper and deeper into the recesses of their memory. By my hand, they regressed in age to child, then toddler, then not even that. Their mouth intoned as their hand jittered, frantically scratching out images depicting the recollections they spoke. Babbling nonsense, they drew the sigil, the symbol that spoke of a time before the womb. Well, that sounds scary. I don't think I would want to remember that time. I don't think that would be a pleasant thing to remember. More monasteries? Well, great news. There's another one. And when I get more money, I can build another temple. Then we can make another one. Nope, never mind. We cannot make another one. That's it. We're out of luck. We have to go to a different region now. But honestly, having the 3 forts around my capital be better is good. That just means more conquests. That's true. That's true. Down here, fort, fort somewhere in here, because we know we'll need it. Spoilers, but eventually that's going to open up to the command. Spoilers. Okay, you... Oh, cool. I'll solve that problem. All these forts, you should go defensive. True. True. We should actually just try and build up some big forts and then wait for the command to attack us. Think about it. Think about how much manpower they would lose. I do need to drive out more face stealers. I do need to do that. In fact, we can do it right now. While we're waiting. I'm going to take this. And we are going to preemptively lock in... offensive? Quality? Quantity? Naval, of course. Classic. The classic must say naval. Quality in your opinion? I mean, yeah. Here's the thing, though. ICA, discipline. Your entire army is mercs. Yeah, but I don't think that's a good long-term plan. Like, long-term, I don't think Merc Ideas is going to be a good idea for us. Besides, we don't care about Merc cost or Merc maintenance. Because most of our Mercs are going to be, you know, free. Merc Ideas plus Adventures, like 20% discipline. Yeah, but I think I'm going to go quality here. I'm not going to take it because I'm going to take the next tech first. Son of a bitch, he does it again. He does it again, folks. There are still... Oh, this is permanent face stealer infestation here. I see. I see. I see. Coward, it's called skill. Okay? I'm clicking buttons. I love clicking buttons. Hey, can we please get this siege? I'd really appreciate it. If we could wrap this up. You know? We got things to do. Other people to conquer. Actually, I should separate piece you out and take your money. All those cores are done. Now I can take you. Now, not to give feedback too early here, but you know what would make this tag even better? Let me raise provinces. let me raise the provinces to the ground, okay? I'm just saying, it's been great so far, but it could be better. Could be better. I'd like to not manage mana. Correct. Correct. I would like to just win, actually. Can I just do the last mission now, please? Thank you. I like the feeling of being victorious. Of destroying my enemies. Speaking of, on to the next enemies. Now you might be saying, you don't have admin points. That's true. What's new? Next thing you're going to tell me is that I'm going to be low on manpower. Okay. Yeah? And? What of it? Okay, so I declare war on you. I co-belligerize you. That calls in you. There is a level 3 fort over here that I'm going to have to deal with. How many troops they have? 6. They'll probably be scared of this stack. Especially if I do get that Tech 6 sometime soon. Okay, I can get those 20,000 there. No stack wipe. They're running up into my territory. Oh, they're just running up and around. I see, I see. Now I do need to send these 20,000 over to deal with those rebels, because the 6,000 cannot do it on their own. There is Miltech 6, so we're now looking pretty good on Miltech. Ashikuma is up to 16,000 troops, but with our conjuration here, we should be all right. Okay, we don't have access through this guy. I'm going to start building a spy network on him, though. And he does have a level 5 magic user, by the way. This gives me more reform progress growth. I could grab 5,000 manpower, though. I think I'd rather just keep the Gov reform progress, to be honest with you. Seems like a better investment for me. When do you get raising? I don't know. I don't know. Not soon enough. I don't think we do. The Beckoning. For years, certain ineffable results of psychography have eluded clear interpretation, drawing skepticism upon the science of my field. But what if those unclear results were, in fact, memories? Memories of a time before blood, when our souls had not yet found purchase and dreamt aimlessly in the space between stars. The academic's thesis. At the moment of the symbol's completion, our fate was sealed. What had begun as research had resulted unmistakably in ritual. A series of images, each bearing apocalyptic implication, released from the quill of the young lecturer even as their eyes remained shut. As the ink ran dry, they slashed a penknife across their wrist, dipping into the quill to cut veins in a furious excitement, their teeth clenching and shattering into a mirror of that awful enchanting symbol. Words in a language more primordial than any bird's creation poured forth from their broken, bleeding mouth. The other professors cowered, some making for the door, only to find it locked. I alone stood my ground and continued reciting, determined to see my project through. Somewhere in the mix, our host had disappeared. A wind picked up, whence I know not. Some will slander me for murder, yet would not another have done the same? At the last, I can state for certain that my conjecture received a proof, etched in the blood of that assistant professor. Their jaw unhinged, and we saw what lay in the time before birth. A flight of unearthly beings, harsh white, and behind them a silver city. From host of the Shining City traditions, we get 25% reinforced speed, comprised of all infantry. Minus 15% morale damage received, plus 25% infantry combat ability. Whoa. They will summon a swarm of magical abominations in our capital. We have unbodied eyes and eyeless bodies, rugose cones with distensible limbs. All cavalry. 33% movement speed, 10% cav combat ability, 100% reinforced speed. Or a billowing cloud of ash and iron, the heat of a furnace made manifest. All It will be all artillery, but right now it's only infantry. 0.5 artillery shock. 10% artillery damage for the back row. Interesting. All artillery, huh? And they're free, by the way. Long term, for most people, that artillery one is probably the best. But I think we're going to go for the infantry one, because we're Haramari. We already have 10% ICA. Cannon's expensive. They're free. It's free. We wouldn't have to worry about it. Damn, it's actually super tempting to go for the artillery. It really is. It'll be what, 10? Right? It's what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Yeah. It's 10. And then after that, it becomes 25 and then 40. It's infantry to unlock the... Yeah, I know. But that's another reason just to do it, right? Is I'll have the infantry for right now. And then... It's a free backline. Like, that is so good for us. Like, I think we have to do that. I forgot about the whole thing they were gonna spawn guys. Oops. Send those hogs back to the capital. What do you mean you don't want to peace out? You're fully occupied. Get out of here. You don't have a choice. You back up a bit. They should run away. Because we are much better than they are. Monopoly company formed. Ooh, that's decent money. I'm going to take the Diplo, though. So we do kind of need it. Next project, yes. Yeah, we could go for the unique one now. We can also go for the Battle Mage Academies. The only thing is, we got to be careful with our magical infrastructure. Because we'll need to upgrade this. I mean, it gives defensive bonuses. I feel like we need to take this as soon as possible, right? Again, this fort is... These two forts are so important for our survival that I feel like we'd be crazy not to go for Spirit Fire. The other option would have been getting one of our other spells up to the next level, like Conjuration. So that way we can get to summoning elementals. But I think it's fine. Do I know what this tag's end goal is? I don't know for sure, but I'm sure it's conquering Hellas. I'm pretty confident. Pretty confident. And you might ask yourself, well, how could you possibly know? If you say you don't know, which I don't, how could you know that it's conquering Hellas? And the answer is, we're in Hellas. Therefore, the goal is to conquer Hellas. That is always the goal. It is never not the goal. Run from it. Hide from it. It matters not. You will conquer Hellas. You will do it. And you will like it. British Royal Museum and Centaurs have the same collection policy. Cold former owner discount. Oh, yeah, I suppose that is true. That is true. Is there a tall Hellas tag? Liars will tell you the answer is 510. They're lying to you, though. Wait, I just get to click this every 10 years? Wait a second. Why am I clicking discipline then? Forget about discipline. Give me that idea cost reduction. Yes, liars will tell you it's 510, but the answer is if you start in Hellas, you need to take Hellas. You don't have a choice. Sorry. You don't have a choice. You need to make sure that the command doesn't snowball. And then when you stop the command from snowballing, you need to make sure that the Raj doesn't snowball. And if you stop that from happening, you need to make sure that Beyond Fang doesn't snowball. And if you stop that, you need to make sure that Baihan Jin doesn't snowball. And if you stop all of them, you might be able to chill out. Well, that's really about it. There's always someone in Hellas that will snowball and will beat you if you do not, take them out. Forgot Burbs. Nah, they fall behind on tech. But sure, I mean, you can stop them too. The best Hellas tag Jad. Oh, that's true. If you stop all those people, you then need to worry about the Hellas tag Jad, who will not snowball. They'll fall off. It's okay. And then you get rended. Yeah. And then you get rended. Now imagine if AI was competent. I don't know. There's the... what's that mod called? Zorm? Zorm AI? There's a Zorm AI Anbennar thing. I think that makes the AI more competent. Frick you, face stealers. Well, maybe competent's the wrong word. I don't know. I haven't really played around with it too much. So we know the face stealers are going to rise up here. We don't have a way to get rid of the face stealers, the permanent ones, so until we can get some missions done, I think. Core creation cost. Oh, that's construction cost. Sorry. Wishful reading. Wishful reading. Wishful reading. Some animals, Shock and I, will both be upgraded. See, I want that. I want that real bad. Mage of Renown. I will actually hire them. You given up yet? Nope. Summon new dudes. 10k free merc stack. You're so right. Yeah, let's summon them back here. And then we will send the mercs back to deal with the face stealers with them. It's gonna be a solid oopsie daisies on my part. No. I did it right. They spawned over here even though the permanent face stealer infestation's here. It could be that they can spawn in any spot next to them. What? Oh! That's baloney. That's what I think. That's baloney. They crossed over from the other guy. God dang it. No, we can't let him occupy it. Get in there. Now I'm gonna have to spend 100 mil points. Frick! I'm gonna grab this ICA here. For 291, by the way. Basically free. I'm gonna worry about making sure our cores are done first. Then I'll worry about the half states. I'm gonna keep doing half states though. Mission fulfilled. Seeking the past. With the eastern past now open to us, the ancient lands of Nam Sulyan lay ripe for exploration and discovery, aka exploitation. Marked by countless relics from civilizations who no longer walk the earth, and strange cultures with alien beliefs. Such a fascinating land cannot simply stand empty of curious minds who seek to expand the knowledge of all. We shall make our way down the valley and establish the beginning of our research outpost once the ogres who stubbornly bar the way have been dealt with. Kanji gains a permanent claim on the Nam Sulyan region. Summon animals, shock and awe will both be upgraded. I don't know what that means, but we'll take it. All provinces here need to be owned by me. I have 0 devastation. Heathens in high places. I don't care. I don't care what he thinks about me. Maybe I should. We could be allies. Hey, Bozo, you want to go and see that? Thanks. Okay, I think we can beat this guy now. 81%. Oh, they got wards up. Yeah, that makes sense. I need to build a marketplace in my capital. He'll drag you into a war of the birds, though? Maybe. I'm gonna go to war with the birds here soon anyways. I don't know what to tell you. My summon animals go away because I don't have enough mana. That's so evil. Okay. We can actually get them to go again. Here's the question, though. Oh, no, okay. They are already upgraded. Yeah, because now they only have minus 10% discipline instead of minus 20. They just take 5 or 10% more fire and shock damage received. Which is actually fine. Oh, I have to rehire them still. Oh. Okay. Still have to rehire them. Not enough mana? I did. I had 50. I had 50.3. Merc ideas, adventurers, free murder bot animals. Yeah, you just gotta find a decent source of mana. You require additional mana? Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? On the shaping of fire. Spirit fire, as we know it, is a form of energy originating from the spiritual world. With enough psychic concentration and magical force, one can conjure spirit fire from small amounts of flammable material. Materials that were once used to fuel the undying flame are particularly useful, as they provide a link with a very powerful, mystical source, which can be used to easily bridge the gap between material and spiritual. While the summoning of spirit fire can be difficult, the manipulation is even more strenuous, as spiritual energy is often fickle. Many of the Ashen Soul have suffered burned whiskers or singed fur trying to move spirit fire into their desired forms. We've developed many techniques which can be used to affect the shaping of fire, but these are crude demonstrations of what spirit fire manipulation could truly bring about. The two popular methods that have emerged from our studies are derived from the Kartia that many of the Ashen Soul study alongside their magic. One technique based in the aspects of Dakana focuses on using spirit fire to augment the effectiveness of one's magic and physical strikes, granting fists of fire and quickened spells. The other, rooted in Pichka, instead uses spirit fire directly, striking the foe with psychic flames for decisive victories. These two principles can be applied to the monasteries as well, but which one will serve us best? We can either get local defensiveness or local construction cost. Like, we know the answer is probably construction cost. We just don't know how much it's going to be. But, like, defensiveness is good, but if I'm relying on defensiveness to win, we've already lost. Really. You poor, you need the help. Okay. That's true. That's true. You didn't have to be so mean about it, though. Damn. Damn. That was a lot of days on that fort. That was a lot of days. Truth is always faster. You know what? I respect that. I respect that. Why are your troops on my border? Watching you. Defensiveness keeps the face sealers from spreading. Nah, just, you know, being on top of things stops the face sealers from spreading. Oh, wow. You had a lot of cores down there that I could use. Anyways. Anyways. Your turn. Now, these guys do have a powerful mage. Leader. They don't have a fort, though. That's pretty nice. I am going to just engage them with my animals. We have plenty of manpower. Oh, yeah. They're cooked. They're cooked. They're going to retreat down here, and we're going to follow them, and that's going to be that. Face dealers received. Thank you. All right, there they go. So 1 there, 2 there. Take the idea. Don't really care about yearly legitimacy, but it's what it is. I don't love the idea of fighting these guys in the mountains, so I'm going to wait for them to move into me. And that'll be this whole area ours. Forgot to use the face sealer's decision. I think I'll survive. Yeah, I'll fight you in the desert. Regional setup here? Regional setup is monastery on this mountain, and I want to put one down here, I think, even though it's not a mountain. Even though it's not a mountain, I think blocking off, preemptively blocking off the entrance of the command into this region is going to be important. So I think that'll be our 3. Arguably, we could also put them on top of the precursor relics. Oh, we have to also unlock the placement. Yeah, it really just depends on how we want to use it. Because, like, maybe we do just want to place them on precursor relics. For just the flat goods produced bonus. We go fort, fort, fort. We skip the ancient forest one. But we'll see. A bit more what is in each region? What do you mean? What is in each region? Like, it's the West all one region. Oh, I would assume it just goes by regions. Like, it's just regions. Nam Suyan is a region. Kashal is a region. Yeah. I would assume that it's the same thing. Why are you on my border? No, there's no way you're attacking me. There is no world in which you are attacking me right now. You would have to be insane. Maybe you are insane. Damn, I'm still in debt. Divine abduction. 10 crowns. Well, I'll take it. Those are 4% loans. When did I take the 4% loans? I don't remember taking those. I'm going to give the merchants the bookkeeping. I'm going to summon the diet. I'm going to seize land. I could sell titles here. Sure. No. Okay, so none of these are going to happen. That's the most likely one to happen. Alright, we're now debt-free. Yippee. Well, now we just get to start planning our development. So, Ulda Gazul needs 5 Diplo Dev. Go ahead and start building a school there. I know that we only need to do 2 more dev clicks, but still. Start building that there. You know, there is an argument to be made for declaring war on Azjakuma and just punching them for money. We have a lot of rebels that we're going to need to deal with, but other than the rebels, like, we're kind of in a solid spot. Yeah, we can do a humiliate war on them. Killing them denies their Karashi. I'm just worried about the command declaring war on me. That's the problem. We can also just go after these guys. Right. That is the other option. I have 26,000 troops here. They have 17,000. I'm tech 6. Let's just go for... Humiliate Rival is going to suck because I'm going to need to take their capital. I think I still declare an anti-monstrous war. Right? But then I just don't take anything. Why is Pony such a blobber? He's already going for world conquest. True. True. He's aggressive. Could show strength for points. I don't want to 100% them. I think that'll be too much of an investment. I really just want to punch him for money. It is tempting to take their capital. It really is. It really is. Like, I could, like, do a weird snake to their capital. It's permanent Dames tier. It's permanent Dames tier, but... Hold back. I know. I will. I will hold back. I need money. These guys have money. Isn't it half production? I mean, it's still Dames tier. It's, you know, it's still the most valuable trade good. Well, other than gold, of course. They built another fort right here. I'm a little bit nervous about just walking under their capital like this, so I'm not going to. Well, we know where they are. Go here. We can get another gov reform. We're not really doing vassal stuff, so I'm not too worried about that. Regional councils, we could local tax our way to victory for the next 30 years. It's honestly not a bad idea. We could double down on the reform progress growth for expanded royal court. That's also not a bad idea. I don't think I care too much about the first two. Can I go sleep now? Alright, good luck. Till tomorrow, 2 hours of Final Fantasy 14 yap? I don't know about that. I need money. I need money. But I do have the reform progress growth. Like, I have it. How often do you get a lot of reform progress growth? Maybe we go court ideas now. I'm being like, I'm holding out raw meat in front of a dog for all the court idea enjoyers. We'll go this one. How much do I actually get per month? 0.84. It's not bad. Arf. don't debase yourself like that. Come on. Come on. Making 4 ducats a month. That's not bad. I want max money. I want war reps. I want war reps. No, I want war reps and humiliate. I think we're gonna get a general. Oh, I'm glad I did. 5 shock, 3 siege. Damn. He's pretty good. I'm going to build up some more of the special troops. I'm going to build 5 regular troops as well. Didn't ask for a leader? No, I did not. Time for the general to poof in 3 years? Why you gotta be so rude? He's gonna live a long, happy life. Just you wait. You'll see. You'll see. He's gonna be the most long-lived general of all time. He's never gonna die. He'll live forever. It's the truth and you know it? Yeah. But I'd like to believe that he'll live forever. Let's go Tech 7. Still 7 more years. We've got advisors going. We're making 183 a month. That's not bad. We're gonna have some rebels, but we have these guys over here to deal with most rebels that are going to be rising up. Whoa. Who is Anarkudi? Oh. Interesting. An independence war. Fascinating. The commandant is dead. Now I gotta get a national manpower guy. Well, hopefully this shakes out and we can take Kesk Agak, or whatever their name is. Has the bird queen died yet? Yes. On the roll of the brazier. We have made great improvements on developing Spirit Fire as controlled by a person, but our efforts in improving the implements of Spirit Fire manipulation have lagged in comparison. A stark example of this is the brazier used by our Spirit Fire monks in combat. Currently a large, bulky contraption which either sits on the back or head of the warrior as they do combat. These braziers have proven to be effective, but they are clunky devices which require careful handling lest they topple from the soldier and into the dirt. We have many options for improving these braziers which have recently come to light. By eliminating most of the supporting metal framework, the brazier can still carry Spirit Fire while being much lighter and more maneuverable than the current version. Of course, this will be more expensive than our current method of Spirit Fire handling. Ooh. I mean, we're going to click this, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Let the record show. Actually, I'm not going to send that guy alone. I don't know where the other 6,000 troops are. How much mana do we have? 43. Okay. Alright. Start building a spy network up on these guys. We can complete our first national idea. The Lone Lotus Seat. The tale of the ash-woven Haramari is one of opportunity, betrayal, and intrigue. Scions of the Eastern Lotus Court of Tianzhao, a meager cadet branch of the Undying Flame dynasty, known as the Ashen Soul, embarked upon a research expedition in 277 AA to the mythical expanse of Gozengun, following tales of the wonders of the northern spirit magic. To reach their destination in the southern Urunsuki Plateau, they would require the approval of the kingdom of Guamad, an ancient rival of Lianzhao. Amidst a temporary peace between the two powers, the expedition managed to set upon a journey of discovery. The expedition was fruitful, and much was learned. The Ashen expedition began preparations for their triumphant return. However, in the summer of 282 AA, a brutal war had begun between Lianzhao and Guamad. No longer assured safe passage and isolated from any semblance of a supply line, the decision was made. Upon the plateau would be founded Kang Yuan, the lotus seat of the Harmraj, and its loneliest outpost. +1 yearly legitimacy. Yeah, well, that's tough. And in over 1,000 years, we just haven't found an opportunity to walk back. Oh, man. Nice. I don't like how they're moving. I'm going to walk my guys onto this siege just in case. 28%. Army maintenance is pretty high because I hired all those new troops. Well, they didn't spawn over here this time. What the heck? I mean, not that I should be complaining about that, but now I'm going to have face sealers over here instead of over here. Is there a way to get rid of the permanent face stealers? I need to cast Shock and Awe. I'm not seeing an easy way to get rid of them right now. That just means that I need to own this land and build a fort up here. Like a fort here and here or something. To make sure they don't keep doing it. That's probably what'll make that all work. Full state all that. Okay, and now we need no separatism. No, they just need 0 devastation. Such devastation. It's gonna take a while to go down, but what are you gonna do? Develop it? No. Nami. Not gonna happen. Nugent Sarai no longer considers me a rival. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough for him, apparently. Is that another fort? No. Million Crown Magpies. While on palace duty, it is crucial for soldiers to maintain unwavering focus and avoid strain from their responsibilities, no matter the challenges they may face. However, yesterday, a few magpies or spirits disguised as magpies proved to be a distraction for some guards. These ethereal beings enticed the guards with promises of wealth and led them to a small cave, where their word proved to be true. The cave was filled with riches beyond measure. Remarkably, it appears that these spirits had no malicious intentions towards our guards. Instead, they acted with honesty, delivering on their promise. The guards have dutifully brought the treasure to our attention and have suggested that we find a way to show the gratitude to these magpies for their benevolence. Let's build them a nice bath and birdhouse. We gain 213 crowns. Yeah, they are not going to want to peace out yet. That's kind of what I was worried about, but that's alright. You can do big damage. Now they're gone. We do have 6,000 troops left somewhere, hiding in the fog. But that's good war score for us, considering that it is anti-monstrous. This is also a good opportunity for us to scout as well. We can clear the map a bit. They do have another fort. It's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. But we can peace out now for what we want. Ooh, my greed. Ooh, my greed. The greed in my soul, bro. The greed in my soul. The greed in my soul. With just one little province. What's the worst that could happen? Guys, it's just one little province. Summoned animals vanishing. I'm going to let them fight those rebels first. Then that's fine. Guess I'll need to cast... Wait, what? I had the mana for it. Maybe because they were in a fight, it wouldn't let me do it. So what's the deal with these plateau dwellers? Derogatory. We're Haramari. We got isolated from the Haramari Empire a long time ago, and now we're emerging from our isolation, ready to kick ass. And take money. Thank you for the money. Okie dokie. Hardy chokey. In we go. Why are there two capitals? Interesting. Smells like more cheating to me. We could go shock and awe, but I'm going to go ahead and summon the animals again. Yeah. Because they have things that I want. Hold off on taking that tech. I need to build some temples. So 5 provinces that are Levijon need 10 development. Right, Uldag Zul needs some more dev. So encourage development. I'd rather not do mill dev, but that's fine for now. And then 3 owned provinces need to be developed 3 times and have 3 Diplo dev. Currently, only one of them is having that. What? Oh, and it's not Uldag Zul, so that counts the other one. Okay. Well, we're going to want to do development in here, probably. Because it needs to be the human cultures, and there's no human cultures over here. So if I get that to 3. Can I get that 3? There we go. Okay. They'll all begin constructing a workshop at no cost. Oh. Well, that's kind of nice. Cool. Dune flowers. As we came down from our plateau in the clouds, we began to see the conditions of those who remain tied to the earth. The deserts of Gozengun are harsh, with little shelter and fewer sustenance found among the dunes. We have become stewards of the land, and as such it falls to us to turn it from inhospitable wasteland to somewhere where our people can call home. With time, perhaps we may even turn the withered sands into verdant grassland, and bring blossoming flowers to the untamed wilds. Yeah, no, can't do that. Sorry, it's not in the game engine. Yeah, so we could do like lots and lots of development to get free workshops, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to complete the mission. Because we need to do a bunch of development to get things to Dev 10. Plus you have construction cost reductions as well. Yeah, we need to save up monarch points, I think. Pretty heavily. We're going to build some schools in there, because that will help with making that development happen. Are there magic spells for dev cost? Technically divination high level gives all power cost. I mean, these guys are Tech 4, so we shouldn't have to fear them too much. I hate this spell, man. I do. I really, really do. I really, really, really do. I really, 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 really do. I really, 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 really do. I don't... If you haven't picked it up yet, not a fan. I think they know. Centaur Festival disrupts peace and tranquility. A lovely mayor from a backwater corner of Elenzar Tenbliss journeyed to King Yuan seeking our help with rowdy neighbors. A Centaur clan arrived in the mayor's district not long ago. After a chilled introduction, the two communities bridged the foreigner divide and established a cordial rapport. Thankfully for the town's hospitality, the clan threw a rambunctious festival, loud music, grand feasts, and formalized dances that persisted to dawn. As the town partied, reserve residents complained about the constant noise and dirt clouds that drifted from the festival grounds. After the celebrations concluded, the Centaurs decreed an even grander festival next season, much to the chagrin of the perturbed locals. Torn between constituents, the mayor pleaded for a decision condoning or banning the festival. What? Why would you not do that, stupid? No, forget about it. Cheaper idea cost. Do it. Festival time. Abjuration prevents that spell? I don't know. Abjuration prevents war magic. Or siege magic. I don't think that counts as siege magic. Okay, well you got there first, but you were attached. So you got bullied. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, we have this. Now, I don't actually want that much in this war. I want my claims. Money, war reps. That's my overall goal here. We could dunk on Nugden Sarai at this point. No, they want us to develop. I need to cast Shock and Awe. It gives a state study experience. Protective Ward will be upgraded. Ugh. Reduce siege projects by 2 instead of 1. Okay. So they want us... Okay, that's fine. We can do that. It's Protective Ward the... I think it's this one. It's not Combat Ward. What is this music? This is EU4 music. I think it was the Mongolian music right there. Or I think it's classified as Central Steppe. I think is where that one comes from. You're gonna run back and fight these guys. Warm welcome. Banners are hung throughout King Yuan as hundreds of mages stream into the central courtyard of the Low Temple. These magical minds were brought from across the land and all having some knack for elemental manipulation and spiritual communion. They gather among the sconces of pink flames that line the courtyard, studying them and making note of their ethereal properties. Suddenly, a door is flung open and the mages go silent as the ashen soul enters the courtyard. The silver-gray Haramari look around the square and together begin to utter a low incantation before spirit fire bursts from their bodies, illuminating them with a wondrous glow. They turn to the brazier in the center of the courtyard and with combined powers feed their spirit fire to the bowl of embers. The fire jumps, sputters, and finally expands to create a shining dome of pink-blue light. Within the dome, the cracked ground of the plateau quickly begins to rejuvenate as grasses and flowers sprout beneath the cobblestone. The gathered mages cheer, and the Ashen Soul welcomes them inside to further discuss their newfound revelations. With knowledge comes power, comes knowledge still. Initial foray into the Spirit Fire arts has been completed. To the end of the game, we get 20% evocation experience modifier. Okay. Interesting. So... we could go for Battle Mage Academies now. Or we can study for the next upgrade to Evocation. Not that we're using many Evocation spells at the moment. New button in the Fire Temple provinces? You're right. Call the Flames. The mages in the monastery call down Psychic Fire to protect the area. This province and every adjacent province with arid climate or with the following terrain. Glacier, desert, mountain, hill, highland, ancient forest. Will gain minus 25% local dev cost, 25% local supply limit. Arctic provinces gain an additional minus 25% local dev cost. Province also gains plus 5 attrition for enemies and minus 25% hostile movement speed. We also have construction cost reductions here. If I recall. Maybe not. I thought we did. How's the face dealers? Fine for the most part. Annoying, but fine. Build on precursor relics or adjacent? Yeah, that does seem to be what we want to do. Is that we'll want to build on them. If I can cast Shock and Awe, I get more estate experience for 20 years. I feel like we should get Battle Mages upgraded. Unique project looked like it had multiple levels. It does seem to have 3 levels in total. But we could also get access to Meteor Swarm, I guess. I probably won't use it though. But there's Tearfall. Tearfall could be interesting. Frontier folk would be interesting. What do I need for magical infrastructure upgrade? We need probably a mage tower in the capital. Because this mission makes it easier to upgrade to the next magical infrastructure. So it's an automatic 1. So I guess we... Yeah, then we need to upgrade the magical infrastructure. Yeah, I'm going to start the Battle Mage Academies. And when we get to 50 mana, we're going to cast Shock and Awe, which means we are going to lose our elemental animals at that point, which is fine. Here's something to keep in mind. Then when you say, what's this tag's thing? Right now, we're just emerging from a long isolation. Beyond that, I'm not sure. I'm actually going to take this idea because it's super cheap right now. I'm not too worried about anyone around me getting Tech 7 before I do. Right, and I do have this fort here. I like forts on these mountains, but this fort does fine for now. The Blue Man. No, my diplomat. The Blue Man. While it is not uncommon for spirits to engage with local populations throughout Hellas, the appearance of the Blue Man in Ulkazir stands as a rare and unique occurrence. This spirit has chosen the town square as its abode and willingly engages in conversations with the townspeople, generously dispensing advice and wisdom to all who seek it. The Blue Man presents an imposing figure, towering over 3 meters in height and adorned with nothing more than a simple waist sash. Its distinctive features include glowing blue skin and a semi-transparent body, earning it the local moniker, the Blue Man. Among the local peasants, the Blue Man is revered and cherished for its insight, believed to bestow divine protection and bring good fortune. However, the noble class holds a contrasting view, voicing concerns that the longer the spirit remains in the village, the greater the risk of it undermining their authority to rule. The Blue Man, luckily not a group of them. Skill issue, aka I'm not giving you 33 admin. Not gonna happen. We should continue to build a spy network on these guys and probably steal maps. I don't necessarily want to steal maps of all of Hellas. I'm not sure how effective it will be in trying to maintain our aggressive expansion control. Odds are we're going to see Hellas before that point anyways when I start conquering all of Hellas, but we'll see. My Master of Mint has died, which is not good. I do want a Master of Mint. So we're going to keep him going. I wouldn't mind reducing my inflation, but I don't think it's super important right now. Only kind of important. You know how it is. Okay, we're at 69%. Alright, they will give me my claims. Beautiful. They will give me max money. They will give me war reps. I mean, I'm somewhat tempted to take this face stealer, these 2 face stealer provinces, so that way I can get rid of them. But I think I'm going to not do that. I will conserve my monarch points. I will have some restraint. Some. They want this to have 5 tax stab. Fine, but I'm not happy about it. Not happy about it. It's fine though, because we're gonna have our Cinder Monastery here eventually, so it's not the end of the world. See some land. I'm not converting anything. Can do that. Okay. So we have 690 ducats. Coal and cinder. They do want us to own all of this. I just didn't get claims for it, which is fine. When the truce is done, we will take the rest of what we're looking for. I'm honestly not too upset by that, because we do need to do a lot of development. Levajon, 10 development. But we should want to call the flames. Cost 75 mill points, but then gives us that dev cost. Okay. I think the answer is then we need to just chill. We need to chill. We need to regain our what's it called? You know what I'm thinking about. Our monarch points, we can regain manpower. I suppose we could consider a war against Nugden Sarai for money, right? They don't have a capital fort. They're Tech 5. I'm gonna build a mage tower in my capital. Honestly, I kind of like the idea. You can put a fort on the province of the fort cost reduction. I can put a fort on the province of the fort cost reduction. Oh, out here, you mean? True. I mean, once these are done coring, I'll put a fort probably here. There's more defensiveness. So here and here. And that will give us a pretty good coverage for our fort defense. I also need to remember to build a fort down here. In fact, I could spend my money on that now. I think I'll wait though, because it's not going to open up for a long time. And I guess I just keep the animals back to deal with rebels. That doesn't really feel like a great use of them, but whatever. Whatever. I caught my spy. Oops. Oopsies. Oh, I don't have a CB. Just kidding. Just a little joke. Just a little joke. I didn't mean that. Let's get our guys into position here. 294 to take this. I don't really want to fall behind on Miltech is the thing. I think we'll hold off. How was Kanji? Pretty good. Pretty good. They just want us to do development now. So that's what we'll have to do. I also need to cast. What the heck? Shock and, in fact, awe. Gives us 20% more shock damage, so that's kind of nice. And that completes Embers of the Peaks. With the success of the Eternal Cinder Monasteries, Gazengun's rugged and dangerous terrain may now be exploited with ease. Now possessing a central point of magical power, the Ashen Soul can instead focus on building their strength and developing new methods of spirit fire projection, so they may rise from the lonely peaks of the great towers of flame. To do this, we need data, and to get data, we must experiment. Elementals must be drawn from the brazier's flame, soldiers must be trained in the art of spirit fire warfare, and the network must be expanded to facilitate greater use of mana. The fire within our hearts grows ever stronger as we thunder towards the light of progress. For 10 years, 10% shock damage, 20% estate experience modifier. Each time upgrading to the next magical infrastructure level, and protective ward reduces siege progress by 2, and provides 1% local attrition. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. And we're still waiting for this devastation to go away. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Okay, guess I'm gonna build a fort there. Won't be a cheaper fort, but I do need that devastation gone, and I don't really want to develop my way out of it. Magical hijinks. Let's go ahead and get more war score from land battles. That'll work well for me. Could take Diplotech. I don't think I need to, unless I really do want to steal maps here. Yep, my good general just died. Classic. Classic. I guess I gotta get another one. He doesn't have 3 siege. He's nothing like our last guy. I try being nice to the face stealers. Maybe they are just misunderstood. They're called face stealers. Yeah, like I don't know what you want from me here. They steal people's faces. I'm not sure how exactly you're justifying this one. You know? Like you can try and make that argument about a lot of people, but they are spirits that literally steal people's faces when they kill them. That just sounds like inherently evil to me. You know? There might not be helping these guys. They might just be evil. But you know what? I'm all for trying to reach out. Trying to reach out and trying to make things work. So what we're going to do, I'm going to send you out to go talk to the face stealers. That's my plan. Gongola Gongo Cha Cha Cha. Bang 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 Bang. A small community in the province of Gazken and beyond has been plunged into chaos by Bang 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 flying gongs, disrupting the entire Bang 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 community. This clamor continues to wake townsfolk in Bang 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 the middle of the night at work, or Bang 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 even in the comfort of their own homes. Many haven't slept in days, and Bang Bang Bang, there is no end in sight. The court proposes that we provide additional Bang 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 offerings to ancestral shrines in the hopes of appeasing the gongs. However, there is always the direct method, wherein we attempt to shoot these curiosities out of the sky, but simply put, we are Bang 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 out of our elements. Increase offerings immediately, or shoot them out of the sky. I say we shoot them out of the sky, because then we make more Bang Bang Bangs for every bullet that hits them. We're Bang 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 maxing. You say we should Bang Bang Bang? True. True and real. Great plan. No notes. I may actually want to take that center of trade. What is this? Spirit Farm settlements. Huh. I kind of want to steal maps. Kind of don't care. Kind of do care. Kind of sort of care. Kind of really don't care. It is 5 o'clock. Yeah, I think we'll have to save it for next stream then. Including the Nugden Sarai War. I wonder if they would accept a threaten. I doubt it. They're pretty close, actually. But I think we'll do a war against them next time, and we will take the Center of Trade. Also, if we can get a marketplace built up here, that'd be nice. If we get some development in here, that'd be great. So that we can get our missions done. I feel like we're doing all right. I need to build some barracks. Damn. How much money do they think I have? 5 in the Modoc region. We get claims on all provinces owned by Onokudi in 1444. Okay. Interesting. Okay, it looks like they kind of want us to just play tall for a while and not go crazy on the expansion, which is fine. We can do that. I can restrain myself from mass conquest. No problem. No problem at all, of course. Like, what's I love sitting there and developing. I love developing provinces. Admin ideas would cook. Yeah, I guess it's a good thing we didn't take admin ideas yet. Because they really wouldn't be doing much for us. In fact, we might just skip an idea group for a while here and just focus on developing, because that's what it really wants us to do. Right? Next stream, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. It's always up in the air, maybe. But we'll see. Exclamation point YouTube to get to the YouTube channel. Exclamation point Discord to get to the Discord channel. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're on Twitch, make sure to follow. Do it. You have to. You're legally binded to now, because I asked you to. That's how it works. Yeah, I think that's it for today. All right. Probably tomorrow. We'll see. But that's going to be it for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. I will not disappear for a week. Probably. I won't, okay? I won't. Because it'll be the weekend, and then I got nothing planned this weekend, so there will most certainly be streams at least this weekend, all right? None of this is going to disappear, okay? I didn't even disappear for a week. I had things going on. I was going places. I was doing things. My bad. My bad for going outside. I should have just stayed inside, sitting at my computer. You're right. My bad. Okay. See you tomorrow, maybe. Or the day after, but certainly the day after that. Okay, because there's like Final Fantasy tomorrow. So if I work and then afterwards, it's like, you know.